Happy Friday. Can I please get a one if you can hear me? Up here getting ready to start some stuff. Thank you, Colette. Colette, your finger is goddamn it strong. You always hit that shit first. Thank y'all. I appreciate you. Y'all so goddamn awesome. VN Training is in the building. Lisa Blackman's here. Colette, of course. Geisha Peach. Daniel, hello. Hello, hello. Autumn's here. Baby Queen is here. Who else we got? Talks with TK. How are you? Diane Young is up in this biatch. Sexy Butterfly. Who else? Who else? Oh, y'all was talking before I even came up here. All right. Hmm. Religion Free. Roses Bloom. Caramel Mocha. Now let me tell y'all something. I know that y'all literally see what the opposition to divestment looks like and how extreme they say we are and all that good stuff. Well, they done pulled our panties down and exposed us. But there's some more exposing that needs to be done, right? And we're going to talk about the extremes on the other end, right? Leveling up, extremes, hypergamy, extremes, femininity, extremes, right? Because we're not the only ones over here that can be classified as extreme. And I'm getting ready to go over some of this shit with y'all. And I would love, that's why I pinned that goddamn link for you to come try some shit tonight. Okay. Time to share my screen as per usual. Let's go. Because you ain't the only one that can call out these names. We're going to talk about some of the stupid shit that some of these level up coaches, femininity coaches, and, and the like, hypergamy coaches and all that shit tell you that's absolutely ridiculous. And sometimes it's actually non hygienic if you want to keep it real, right? So, no, nope, no. Are you out of your fucking mind? Any of them that are telling you to sleep in your goddamn wig because you don't want your person, whoever that person is, to recognize you. First of all, people sweat when they sleep. Okay? People sweat when they sleep. You keep sleeping in that goddamn wig, your head is gonna smell like a goddamn garbage can. It just is what it is. Pull up. Pull up. The link is right there. Pull the fuck up. You're gonna have a funky ass head with a whole bunch of goddamn what is it, matted down, tangled. And if your wig is worth something, you might not want to sleep in that motherfucker because you're gonna get rid of the life of your wig. Come on. Come on, because it's extreme to want to save your life. It's extreme to exclude all black men. It's extreme to say all. And then you turn around and you turn yourself into funky head sleeping in that fucking wig. You need more people. Aaliyah, please chime in.
Okay, sleep in your wig. I can't even say some of this shit is just too dumb to even goddamn address. Sleep in your wig. Okay, if you say so. And like you said, wake up with your head smelling like ass. That's
For real.
crazy as hell.
For real. Are you kidding me? And bitches be saying shit like this with a straight face. And then you have people with the notepad, sleep in my wig. What's next? Right. That's not hygienic. Your neck gonna smell like somebody's ass crack. You do that shit. Okay? That glue's gonna tear out your edges, and it's just a mess. It's just not a good idea. Point blank the fuck period. Huh? No. Nope. No. Everywhere? Everywhere? Really? Yeah, I picked those motherfucking heels right there because you're acting like a mule when you do shit like that. That's stupid. That's ridiculous. You're gonna stand out, and somebody that work in the mental health field gonna think you got a little something going on, and an elevator don't go all the way to the top. This is a goddamn baseball field, sis. What's up with the heels? Shame.
Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. And let's not talk. I mean, you have to talk about the medical concerns with wearing heels all the time. Your back's going to be so jacked up. You're going to get to a point where you're going to practically have to use a wheelchair or a cane, and that's not cute.
No.
Trying to be. I mean, how feminine are you with the hurricane or in a damn wheelchair? Come on now, that's just dumb. And then you've also got to consider the fact too, with all of these savages running around here, you need to be able to run at a notice. So
That's
you
a
wearing
fact.
heels, you wearing heels all the damn time, and one of them jump up and jump out at you. Where you gonna go?
Girl,
Look
straight to hell.
shoes.
Let me see what's going on back here since the link is pinned. Miss Jessie, are you dusty?
No, Jeezy.
Okay, because we gonna probably have us some fools tonight, and I'm here for it. It's Friday. It's a 3-day weekend. You don't want to wear nothing like this nowhere where there's gonna be niggas, and there's a lot of black women that like niggas. It just is what it is. You might want to get you some running shoes, athletic quality running shoes, because if you go anywhere where they are, you're gonna have to sprint. And the ones that's telling you to wear these heels everywhere, they're still open to dating those men. So they should never have on heels. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely not. Ebony, are you here? Because she ain't said nothing yet. And
I
yo,
won't be. Can I say something
absolutely, because this gonna be a
before?
long goddamn night. Let's go.
Sure. First of all, I'm a big fan of yours. I've been listening to you for a minute, and I'm originally from West Africa, and I know you welcome all Black women. So,
Mm-hmm.
and so I want to thank you for that. because of my background. And full disclosure, I married a bride. I'm very happy. And even the one, yes, on the continent, I know not no good. So my own sister, which is like 29, and she's struggling to find a mate because everybody just tried to play in circle. And we kind of agreed that she just have to come over here, just find a bride if you have to. But it's what you're saying is true. I been in the US for over 15 years, and even my own kind, like African men, they suck at dating. Like they just want to use you.
They're
And then,
trash.
yeah,
They're
and
trash.
and my husband is the only white guy I actually seriously date. And boom, I got married. I was like, okay, let's go. And I've been
Miss
married
Jessie,
happily.
you got anything to say on the topic of these level up people telling you to sleep in wigs and wear heels every goddamn where?
I don't wear well, I think every woman should do what they want, but I'm a nerd, so I'm always on flat. I wear whatever make me feel comfortable. Definitely no heels that look like the one you posted, and wigs. I'm not. I mean, my hair is natural. Like my husband, actually make me love myself even more as an African woman. So it's definitely yeah, a lie.
Well, that's what's up. Welcome back, Ebony Phoenix.
Hello.
Hey, I see you just got here, so I'll let you hang on for a second. Golf body, are you dusty?
No.
Okay, well, what you got on the subject? No.
I came in at the hair part and um sorry.
No, it's okay.
I heard more of the shoes than the hair part. I'm sorry. I was like a few minutes late.
Okay, you
But
chill right there then. You
yes.
chill right there until you catch up. Let's move on. All right. Listen. Now, this is what the femininity coaches tell you. Everywhere you go, you're supposed to be in your feminine, and you are supposed to be laying on golf courses and shit when that's not the actual fact. If you take your motherfucking ass to a golf course while people trying to golf, you're gonna get your ass arrested if you lay on the ground like this woman has done here. Ladies, ain't nothing wrong with looking sexy. This is more sexy at the golf course. Don't take your ass to a golf course flinging your hair and trying to get somebody to get all up in your tits when motherfuckers is swinging golf swings. Don't do it. Don't do it, because you might end up losing your temple. We have to remember to keep this shit kosher. Remember, we extreme, but they'll tell you to, one, sleep in wigs with your funky head. Two, go to golf courses where people are actually playing golf and lay around and act like a goddamn weirdo. Okay. And number three, wear heels. And this is not a place where you can wear heels. There's a way to be sexy in everything. Everything. Point blank the fuck, period.
Okay. All right. Why would anyone lay down on a golf course?
Well, you acting feminine right then. You if you get up and swing the goddamn if you hit the ball, you're masculine. Okay. If you breathe hard like I just did, you're masculine. Like my ticker says, if you eat French fries with your hand, you're masculine. Right? If you have a coherent thought, you're masculine. Okay. I think that's extreme. I think those women will end up having to divest all the way from black folk if they see you acting like this, because you're gonna be a sitting duck.
Yeah. I mean,
That's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I was there before, DZ. You just couldn't hear me. StreamYard hates me, so it's okay.
It's not just you; it hates everybody.
But here's being feminine means different things to different people, and that's okay. But whatever
I think funky head from sleeping in your wig, that ain't feminine. That's funk.
That's not feminine. But if you notice, a lot of these beauty tips are actually stupid, non-hygienic, harmful. Okay. And it's, it makes no sense to me. If you're going to be feminine, use that time to be feminine around men who are truly masculine, if that's what you really want. It's not like I see it all the time, these black women with these body suits on, and it's like in the middle of the day, and the wig is, I could tell how much it cost on her head. I mean, it's sad, but it's true. But that's not beauty. Blackistan is telling you everything. Put this on. Try this. Do this. Do this. And instead of saying a clean head of hair, nicely brushed teeth, minimal makeup, let everybody see you.
But you know what, Ebony? The reason that all of this femininity stuff started was because the manosphere put out the fact that they thought black women were masculine. None of this shit was going on before
Okay,
they found out that.
non-masculine men don't know what femininity is.
I mean, it's
Fact.
just
Fact.
it's
That's true.
none
They
of
don't
it
know.
is it's not rooted in anything realistic. Because to piggyback off what Shane was saying, it's actually damaging to your health because not only it can also fuck up your knees depending on how high you're wearing these heels all day every day. Heels on concrete is not a good thing, but of course they're not going to tell you that because I'm sure a lot of their dumb asses don't know that. And like Shane said, how sexy are you going to be when you're walking around with a cane? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy as hell. Like, regular women got real errands to run and real shit to do. Like, there's nothing wrong with throwing on a pair of yoga pants and sneakers if that's what you got to do. If you're just out running your errands and you feel like you got to do all that, I mean,
Well,
it's
they might bump
crazy.
into their unicorn, god damn it. You gotta have
Aaliyah,
you might run into your unicorn and you don't wanna be looking relaxed. You need to make sure that you look like you just rolled up out of a magazine everywhere you go. Even if you're on a farm, you need to look like you just stepped up out of Vogue. The
Aaliyah,
problem is this though, y'all. Regular men like regular women. Did you hear
thank
what I
you.
just said?
Thank you.
Regular men like regular women.
Mhm.
I don't know what they selling you about this multi-millionaire that everybody's supposed to be getting while wearing their funky wig, but that's not real life. It's not.
What were you about to say, Ebony?
Um, I was in Sam's the other week. My fella was there, and some dude tried to talk to me over the chicken.
Boom.
Okay, he was talking about sales chicken, and I'm just looking at the chicken, and my dude is right there within earshot. Okay, and yeah, he was a
Mm-hmm.
white dude. So he was trying to talk to me, and he said to me, if you would cook this chicken, I would come to dinner. I'll meet you for dinner. And my and my fella looked over at him. He says, "Oh, I guess I need to be taller too. Bye." You know.
Oh,
So
you mean to tell me you weren't in a 57-inch wig and
no, ma'am.
13-inch heels?
No, I just had my hair pulled back. No makeup.
Oh, okay.
When you're
Well, I have
Wonderful.
shopping for
something to say
chicken,
about that.
when you're
I'm sorry.
shopping for chicken in 57 inches of everything you got on, your 6-inch heels and all that shit, I'm gonna be honest with you. Somebody's gonna mistake you for a worker. keep keep this bullshit up listening to these femininity coaches and somebody gonna ask you how much you're charging, okay, because there's a very fine line between what they asking you to do and what real life is. If you in the produce section looking like there may be a pole in your living room, you're gonna have
Yes,
a
ma'am.
couple of issues with people. It just is what it is. It's
But
so
DZ,
what's up?
I don't know if black people actually live in reality.
No, no.
Well, you want to know what it is? Trans people, they really set the beauty standards. So that's why they expect us to have
Try
eyelashes, big eyebrows, fake nails, look like a drag queen
Check
24/7
it
because
out
that's what
though.
they
Wait, wait,
really
wait,
like.
wait, wait. Let me tell you something. Black men are feminine, okay?
Thank
And
you.
they
And they
like
want
to
us to
tell you,
look like trans.
yeah, and try to keep your use of that word down to a minimum, please,
Oh,
because
sorry.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Multi-letter mafia. I'm sorry.
There you go.
They want us to look like the multi-letter mafia because that's, why they go to jail and why they, want them all
Right.
the time.
So basically putting on all that shit, you're competing with his preference, and it's usually yeah, he's
Multi-letter, yes.
there's two balls around somewhere, okay? If
Can I
they
say
drop.
can I say something? I will leave. I just everything we're saying here is just remind me of how much expectation is put on the woman, and I can only speak of my experience a little more because, of course, I sometimes feel like an outsider, being not being born and raised here. Just always asking the woman to do more, like you said, Dizzy. Why don't you ask? Why don't you tell the truth to the woman to just choose someone that would treat them right, and instead of
Period.
asking them all these requirements like in my culture, some men even required to have a child before they marry you. It's like, why? Like, all those things are just. And then me, I got married very late, and it's like, why are you not having a child after 30? I said, because I don't want to. So all these heels and hair and all that, just tell the woman that expect a man to treat you right. And if he doesn't leave, it's that simple. But thank you for having me, Dizzy, and everyone.
Thank you for coming up, Miss Jessie. I appreciate you.
Bye bye.
Shelly, beautiful. Are you dusty?
No, I'm not.
Okay, what you got on the subject matter, ma'am?
Well, all of the femininity tips is lying. First of all, more white men would approach me when my hair was natural. Okay, my
That's
hair is
because white
natural
men don't
now.
like that shit. They don't like that shit.
Exactly.
They're lying.
Exactly. And I got me a Brad, and my hair was natural. And when I met him, I wasn't wearing heels. I was wearing regular clothes. So I don't know where they're getting this from. These women obviously have not been around, quote unquote, like millionaires or whatever, giving out tips on how to get certain types of men, because all of that what they're saying is not true. I think the more natural you are, well, for me, it was better for me to attract certain men, and that's all I have to say.
Thank you for sharing that. It's just true. I'm sorry. If you're overdressed everywhere you go, and we'll get to that part in a minute, you're gonna look like you forgot that it wasn't Halloween. Everybody's chilling, relaxing. There's ways to look feminine even in relaxed gear. You don't have to wear all this nonsense. You don't.
BZ, though, I went to my son's graduation, and you could tell there were the other girls were, looking nice. It was their night also, but the black girls, there was extensions everywhere, titties all up to your neck, overdone makeup. It was just, they looked striking. That's how I'll put it.
Some of
And
this
my
makeup is extreme. Since that's the buzzword to talk about divestors, we're gonna talk about some extremes tonight. I promise you.
Girl, do not even get me started on some of this makeup. They putting that shit on with goddamn spackle, ain't they? I don't know what the
Girl,
fuck.
how about
Gallons.
how about that was the next subject? Wear a face load of makeup everywhere you go. They be wearing so much makeup they look like they just got embalmed and put in a casket. No motherfucking lie.
Oh, yes.
Like what?
Multi-letter mafia.
They don't understand. Homegirl, okay, let's say you doing this for a dude. You ain't doing this for yourself. You're doing this because you're trying to attract a partner. If he sees you on mistake next time because you at the Kroger and you haven't put on that same makeup, he might just walk right past you because he don't know who the fuck you are. That's how much makeup these girls be wearing, talking about femininity. This makeup is extreme. 50
Yeah, that
goddamn layers, and then you got to spray it to make sure it stay in place. Tell me that's not extreme femininity, coaches.
I mean, and that shit does not fly, especially down here in the South. Cause with the humidity and the heat alone,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna look like a goddamn fool. It might last about an hour. After that shit starts oxidizing, you're gonna look crazy as hell, like your face been dipped in fish grease.
But even if you did this stuff, DZ, then there's a way to criticize you. When I was coming up, there was a song called "Fake" by Alexander O'Neill.
I remember that.
Your hair was long and now it's short. You said I got it cut and I don't see any hair on the floor. Your eyes were brown and now they're blue. You see what I'm saying? This is another way of moving that goalpost to make sure black girls can never go over it.
Right.
Can I say something, DZ?
Yep. Because I'm looking for this comment real quick that Princess put up here, and I'm with you. I'm giving you a virtual high five. It's like, God damn. They done made a whole motherfucking whole new face. Go ahead, hon.
I've been
Okay,
in
so
concert like once. Sorry.
I guess I'm gonna say I feel attacked as someone who wears heels like 90% of the time.
But you not doing it because somebody taught you that
And
that's
I've
feminine.
never taken a femininity class. I didn't even know they existed, but I wear heels, I wear makeup, I wear all, but I've been doing that since I was in high school. I don't know.
Listen, a lot of these women that's in these femininity courses and shit, that ain't them. If that was you to begin with, then you're being you. The femininity coaches are teaching them that their daily look is trash and they need to turn into something else. You get what I'm saying? They're telling them that you need to look different than what you normally look. Like you looking for a relationship that's supposed to be long term. And he's going to see you that way one day. You don't want to scare him thinking that you fuck around here and get shot because he's going to think there's an intruder in the house when you take that shit off.
There's nothing wrong with looking chic and nice, and but looking like you're about to get on a pole with platform heels and eyelashes that are so long it look like you've got a bush on your eyelid, that's different.
The problem is not in wearing things that you think enhance your beauty. That's not what this is about. This is about bitches that have try to make other women believe that this is what it takes to be feminine, and everybody else who's doing something different is masculine. That's what this is about.
That's a fact.
Can somebody explain baby hair?
It's okay. Let's just keep it real. We keeping it real. It's Friday night. Fuck it. A lot of times, the black male preferences have, silky hair around the edges. Okay. That shit started because they wanted to be preferred. I'll just say that.
Oh,
you get what I'm saying? So nobody thinks that you have baby hair, ma'am. They know that you took some edge control or some fucking styling gel and started slicking that shit down with a toothbrush. But it's to, the majority of this shit is for the black male to look at them. Let's just keep that real.
But I will say, DZ, I know maybe it's an age thing for me, but I know salt and pepper was slicking down their edges. I'm sure people were doing this in the 90s.
They were doing this in the 80s.
Been mammies for forever. Shit. They've been doing all this bullshit forever. I'm talking about telling people that you have to do this to be feminine.
I didn't start doing that until last year.
I don't think any of this relates to femininity, though. I just want to say that. I think how you choose to do your beauty rituals, how you choose to make up, that has nothing to do with your femininity.
Well, femininity, tell femininity coaches bitches that, because they the one telling them that shit.
That's not a costume. Femininity is not something you put on and take off.
That's a fact.
How about there are regular women who don't do any of this shit and they are beautiful just the way they are? How about we tell women that sometimes?
That's not the Blackistani way. You got to keep women's self-esteem low so that your non-building funky ass can still smash them whenever the fuck you feel like it. That's why they don't say that.
And I also want to say I think they do baby hair because in the black community having edges is so rare that when you have them, you're like, bitch, these mine, bitch. These like I have edges. I didn't even know that was a commodity. And a lady told me, you still got your hairline. And I'm like, does it go away at a certain point?
Yeah, they value that so much. Like I know some girls that have to keep like a big jar of edge control and a brush on them at all times. And I don't do my baby hair at all. And I get picked on and get called, you're not black. Because I don't do these Blackistani shit.
Well, I never did that either. But I mean, I remember like a hip hop song by the Round the Way Girl or something about the baby hair pumping or something like that. And I'm like, what the hell is that?
It ain't a baby in sight. It ain't a baby in fucking sight. And here we go with the bullshit, calling it baby hair.
Well, it's called baby hair because the men, they're all big babies. Like, do you know what I mean?
TK, well, baby's more nefarious than that. Maybe they like very young girls.
Hey, Ebony, hold on 1 second. TK, are you dusty?
Of course not. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in the middle of a thunderstorm, so forgive me if I pop in and out. Hey everybody, hey DZ, hey Leah, hey ladies.
Hey.
I'm not dusty. And I just want to say that you could wear pink every day and it still will not be good enough for any of them. No. And I don't understand the purpose of doing none of that. And I actually don't even be on like TikTok and Instagram and those things because I just feel like it's all, of course, an illusion. And I think that it's a fraud. I think that people are picking niches and exploiting the vulnerability of Black women instead of building them up.
Exactly.
And that's all I'm like. I just really think that, I think you guys were talking about tarot or something one time, and I just laughed so hard. I'm just sick of people, taking the broken pieces of Black women and using that against them instead of trying to build them up. And I mean, we're getting nowhere. We're literally just going in circles every decade, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's not going to change. For the
It's not
select
going to
few that
change.
it actually does change for, bravo, I tip my hat to you. But the majority of Black women are still going to chase their own ass when it comes to Blackistan. I am up under no delusion that they're going to change the majority of them. It's just
It's not.
ridiculous.
It's not. I have a sister, and I have a niece, and so my sister is quite the opposite of me. She's quite the mammy. This I'm gonna save this conversation for another day, as far as like, choosing a man over her daughter and putting her daughter in like detention and stuff like that because she wouldn't speak to the man. I mean, all kinds of stuff, to where I had to, like, she used to hide her phone also to like keep her from speaking with stronger minded women. And that's unfortunate. Now my niece is trying to undo all those mammyisms that she, grew up under. It's unfortunate, but back to this whole femininity dating coaches, I pay no attention to them. They're all frauds, and it's just unfortunate.
Yep, I agree.
Well, some of the Blackistanis, they actually look to gay men for like their dance routines, their hair, their makeup styles, and tips. So
I am actually, y'all, I am a wig wearer. I've been wearing, like, I pop in and out of weave. I'm Gemini, so I change my look every time I feel like it. But I
Ain't
pop in and out
nothing
of
wrong
weave
with that. There's
and
nothing
everything.
wrong
But
with it.
it's not 80 inches. It's not bat wing. I don't wear makeup, like eyelashes, and not even eyelashes. I think mascara and lip liner is all you're getting from me. But when you do it under the guise of getting somebody's attention, that's when you lose me.
Thank
Because
you.
the people that you attract, like, isn't even worth it. I have the aesthetic of like BBL, but I've had it since high school. I've had it since I was 15, and it's been hard just trying to navigate through. It's a bum magnet. And so even growing up under my mom, who also had the same aesthetic, like I watched her get catcalled by, bums in front of the liquor store and things like that. So it grew, when I grew up with the same aesthetic, I was just like, ew. Like, I just hate it. If I could, I'd get a reverse BBL. But again, I mean, to do it to attract them, it's just the worst thing ever. And I just want women to wake up.
The
Somebody
thing is,
said
it's
tattoo
about
edges. Is that true? Is that something that she was just saying? People are tattooing edges on them, or are you just playing Princess Peaches?
you know what?
Go
It's
ahead.
they are.
about the warped ideas that people have about what constitutes as femininity. Because your idea of, no two women have the same idea. Like Ebony was saying originally, femininity means different things to different women. Like we're saying, it's not wrong to wear makeup and wigs if that's what you like. I do it. But that doesn't mean that a woman who chooses not to do it is any less feminine than the next woman. That's just not her thing. Everybody's not gonna get up every fucking day and do all of that shit just to do regular shit. Everybody's not gonna get up, but you got people who are actually telling people that it's lazy and it's ghetto to go to the grocery store in yoga pants. And it's like, are you fucking serious? I got shit to do, bitch. Maybe you need a job.
When I heard some of them girls say that they actually set a clock to get up in the morning to dedicate like 2 hours to their face, I just, like, that's insane.
Don't they realize that all of this is a power dynamic? All of this is about having power over you, for having you jump through more hoops, spend more money so you could fit into an aesthetic that they want you to fit into. It's about power still.
CZ, in any of them slides, did they tell them to wash their ass?
We're getting to it right now. Ladies, y'all already know feminine hygiene is a motherfucking must. Everybody knows that. Y'all, they out here selling power cleaners to clean that. Now, you wouldn't need no Stanley steamer to clean your shit if you would get off that shit log, baby. That's what's fucking up your motherfucking pH balance. That's why you smell like a crab ball. That's why you smell like garbage in August. That's why you smell like old rotted meat. You don't need a Stanley steamer. You don't need a power wash. You need just good hygiene. Period.
And flora. You need good flora.
It's so bad. They out here making businesses to clean coochies. Have y'all seen that?
Yes.
No. Now, I just had my power wash 2 weeks ago. You trying to tell me that these bitches need their pussies?
Yes. It's called vaginal steaming.
You cannot make this shit up. If you need somebody to come with something that has horsepower to clean your coochie, it's about time you get up off that shit log, home girl.
Yeah.
It don't require all that.
Get a biopsy. What the hell?
Well, this is true because when I was lost in Blakistan, I always had BV and yeast infections, and I had no clue why.
Oh my God, it's because of them goddamn shit logs.
It was
girl.
the shit logs. I like dead ass.
It lets you know how crazy they are because that shit is nothing but a cash grab. You're sitting your ass on a toilet with steam. It's not really, the steam cannot literally go that far enough up in you to really be doing anything as far as your reproductive systems and cleaning out your vaginal walls and all of this other shit. And it's like, no, this is how you know that they really think that we are really just dumb as hell and they will sell us anything.
But they go for it, Aaliyah. They go for it. Have you seen the support Black women businesses and they selling this concoction that you're supposed to put all up in your coochie? Ladies, stuff that has chemicals in it can give you a urinary tract infection, period.
Gorilla Grip?
Is sometimes, what? Did you say Gorilla Grip? What the hell is Gorilla Grip?
There's some suppositories you put in, and it's supposed to clean it and make it tighter. It's called Gorilla Grip.
Okay, you can just do Kegels and eat yogurt.
I can't. Okay, your body can clean itself as long as it is not infected. Yeah. Okay, I said what I said. Damn.
I can't do this, y'all. I can't. Y'all, even some soaps that you buy out of the grocery store. If
you gotta be careful.
Close enough to your urethra, you're going to get a fucking UTI. You're supposed to be able to just wash it. You don't need a power cleaner. You don't need yoni egg dust buster. You don't need none of that shit. You don't.
You don't even need soap that's harsh.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
It can't have perfume in it. You just mild soap.
Yeah. My soap is vegan or hypoallergenic or whichever. Something that's not harsh. They got all that fragrance in it, like you were just saying. That's really all it takes. If you are really taking care of your vaginal health like that.
Girl, it's people out here that be spraying that Bath and Body Works shit in their pelvic area. I shit you not.
Oh,
that stuff is full of alcohol and it will fuck your pussy up. Real talk. Don't do that. If you having to spray it to get rid of, go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. You should not be using industrial size cleaners to clean out your coochie. Okay.
The GYNs will even say, please don't douche. Don't do that. You don't need to do that.
Yes, douching is one of the worst things that a woman can do for herself. I promise. Do not do it, because whatever infection that you may or may not have, you are flushing it farther up into you. Do not douche whatsoever. Don't even do it once a month after your cycle. Don't do it whatsoever. Your vagina is self-cleaning. Do not do it.
Exactly. I agree.
Y'all, that's a hot ass mess.
I haven't bought douche in 10 years. I agree.
I've never done
some of this stuff out here. Y'all should see some of this shit out here that they selling these girls, and they have no idea that it's laced full of chemicals. Some of even the vegan shit that they sell, don't, like somebody said in the comment section, don't buy from mammies. They cleaning up a real mess because they still fucking dusties. if you listen, if you're not messing with the shit logs, you ain't got to have a power steamer. You absolutely don't. Practice safe sex. And also, if your pH is off, if it's not severely off, all you have to do is fill up your tub with some warm water and put 2 tablespoons of baking soda in that bitch, and it should correct it. If that doesn't correct it, then you need to go to the doctor. But please, please don't go to the cookie cleaning company. Okay? What we got?
I don't
Yes,
know
ma'am.
if we wanna. I don't know if we wanna tell them in the bed or go in on the business because I'm really thinking about opening up a pussy cleaning business. If the demand is that high, we
No,
need to get in on
make
the
it a mobile
business.
service.
Exactly, a mobile. My van pull up, you come out to the van.
24 hours.
Exactly.
Okay, are you willing to smell that first though?
Look, we gonna have hazmat
Hazmat.
gear.
Okay.
Facts.
Child, please.
Ma-
Lady Win Rush, are you dusty?
Hello? Okay. Can you
You
hear?
gotta. I can hear you, and I can hear me, and I can hear everything. So cut your YouTube off in the background, right? Because you're not gonna be able to listen to yourself and talk at the same time. So I'm gonna let you back up in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, give me a bit of time. Okay.
Because you're not gonna be able to listen to yourself and talk. What the fuck, Lady One? When you cut off your other tab, I'll let you back up here, all right? Because I can still hear the show lagging in the back. Okay. Um. Yeah. What? Excuse me. This is ridiculous. Unless you're on your way to a theme party, there's no excuse for this shit. You don't have to wear all this shit everywhere you go. You don't have to do that. If you want to stick out like a sore thumb, keep it up.
But they're
Keep it up.
insecure.
She looks very beautiful right there. Hopefully she's on her way to a function and just had to stop by and get a head of lettuce. But damn it, you don't have to go places looking like this.
Her boobs are way out, man.
A black girl would
Okay.
never let.
It reads as somebody who is trying too hard. And it's like, girl, stop.
I'm talking about accessories all over the place. You can hear them jingling down the damn aisles. I'm like, whoa, what the hell is that jingling? Then you turn around and see her with 3 necklaces on, 2 anklets on, the earrings bigger than a motherfucker. She got a trail walking behind her. Listen, you don't need all of that shit. When it comes to that, less is more. Now, if she's on her way somewhere, oh well, she had to stop by the store or whatever. This is not necessary if you're just running to the store, just running to the gas station. Okay? If you guys think the people look ridiculous in bonnets outside, the other side of that is this bullshit. The bonnets look ridiculous, and so does the overdress. Go ahead.
Because I'm not familiar with who's performing these femininity classes, but as someone who does quote unquote overdress a lot because of the circles I'm in, let me say this: it is very expensive to keep that up. A lot of my income goes to clothing, accessories, hair, nails, makeup. So is she telling these women how to get that type of income to keep these up?
Well, she's getting the income because these girls are paying a lot of money for these courses when it's not necessary. It's just not.
Here's the thing, she's not the only one. It's a lot of them giving out this kind of reckless ass advice.
They are.
It really is.
Because if you're making $12 an hour, you're not going to be able to afford to do any of this on a regular basis, let alone every day.
It's going to get tiring if this is not you. If you're the type of person that overdresses every day and that's you, keep doing you, boo. If you just came off of a femininity course and you're learning how to be this type of jackass that just won't be yourself, trying to introduce yourself to people that's not you. Because whenever somebody meet you and you're putting on this version of femininity, once they get to know you, they just going to think you a fake bitch anyway, because that's not how they met you.
DZ, I have to say one more thing before I get off here, and I will. If this is what people are making money off of in Blackistan, mamas are not doing their jobs.
It's true.
Aunties are not doing their jobs. Big sisters, the women they are not doing their jobs. If these girls are taking their discretionary or disposable income and they're buying this stuff and they're buying the trash, Blackistan has really, really hurting us, and they hurt us at the same time they profit.
Yeah, this was a long time coming because I saw somebody saying anybody that uses the word Blackistan, I'm gonna block them because that's extreme. Girl, we're gonna talk about all the extremes today.
Let
All
them
of this
tell
shit is
you every damn thing is extreme. Anybody with a difference of opinion, anybody who is doing something different than what they're doing, but they always say the same shit is that black women aren't a monolith, but you start shitting all over black women who are not like you, who don't
fact.
act like you, sound like you, or like the things that you like, and that's a problem.
Yep. That's how they get down. The bottom line is anybody talking about getting away from black men as a whole, they'll try to find a way to make it seem extreme. When you doing all of this for a black man, God help you. Okay, Lady
What's a
Win, are you good now?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can, and
And
that's
ain't none of
wonderful
that
because I
shit
can't hear
never
myself.
caught.
Nice to meet you. Uh,
Okay, nice to meet you too. What you got, baby?
well, I was covered in dust, you know. I was drowning in it. Uh,
Are you okay?
yeah, yeah. I'm just a little bit nervous. I
Oh,
listen.
okay.
I listen to you every Tuesday and every Friday, and I've been trying to get through. I am from England.
Okay. Do you have
Yeah,
anything to add to the subject, Miss England?
it's the same thing here. The same thing's happening over here, you know.
Oh, absolutely, because dust is worldwide. Okay, if Dusty's had a goddamn spaceship and they went to another fucking planet, they would turn that shit dusty. So England, yeah, there's a ton of dust in England. I see what y'all go through. I get a lot of inboxes and the shit is crazy. They just as dusty as the ones here and Africa, South America, Canada, every goddamn where. Dust is dust.
And I've got two kids. I've got one who's 38. Well, she'll be 38 in June, and I've got one 27. The older one's a bit of a mammy because she's a bit older, and the younger one, she was halfway a mammy, but she had a very bad experience with her in a relationship.
Mhm.
So now she's giving up on him. Thank
Wonderful.
God. Thank God.
That's
Yeah, and
awesome.
yeah, I'm trying to save her because
Okay.
it's just I don't know what's going on. It's like they've got something going on, and it's been going on for decades.
It's never going to stop either. That's just what they are. Point blank, period. And here we have femininity coaches telling you how to be a better motherfucker for the dust. No, absolutely not.
To be
What else
honest,
are we doing here?
they're not worth the effort. They're
No,
not worth.
they're not.
They're not worth the effort at all. You know, I've been seeing this going on for 30 years. To be honest, thank God for social media and women have the opportunity. The women now have access to a mic because I never thought this would end. You know.
It won't. And thank you for coming up, Lady Rush. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Y'all, the very next thing is act like a damn airhead. Listen, ladies, you don't have to act like a breathing sex doll. If you are unable to carry a conversation or you putting on a facade that you can't carry on a conversation, you're going to get used. You're going to get used. If a dude think you stupid, he's going to use you.
I know
Period.
exactly who that
well,
came from.
Who?
I know
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
No, I know who that one came from. And it's like, girl, and I was listening to that fool say that, and I said, if you got to dumb yourself down, I don't want a man. I got to dumb myself down in order to get. And what the hell makes y'all think most men want an airhead? Most men don't want no dumb ass, bubblehead ass woman.
That's a
What?
fact.
That's why I said they don't. They tell these girls and these women absolutely any fucking thing.
Can somebody tell me what's the target men behind these classes? Because I'm not familiar with them. Because I'm not around black men, so I know non-black men love intelligent women. So who are
Facts.
y'all trying to attract?
Well, according to them, lipstick, it's, rich men that want some arm candy, and they're opting, basically taking a bimbo course. Let's just keep that real. Be a bimbo, get a rich man, and that is not how life works. It just does not work that way. A lot of rich men, if you want to talk about rich men, their wives have degrees in accounting or what have you. They're not, if you see somebody with a bimbo, he's looking for bimbos, point blank, period. And those marriages last 2, 3, 4 years.
Let's
Then
just
he
be
get another
real.
one. Okay.
Right. And as someone who has sucked millionaire cock, that is true. They do like smart women.
The majority of the men who have money, if you and power and wealth, when you look at their wives, they're married to regular women. Look at Mark Zuckerberg's wife.
Child.
Look at what Mackenzie Bezos looks like. I mean, these are not supermodels. They're not plastic. They're
They
not
were
all made up
intelligent.
over the top.
They were smart though.
Exactly.
Right. So I don't know who the audience is these women are trying to attract, because I haven't met any man in the upper echelon that doesn't like an intelligent conversation with a woman. I just don't know them.
Well, you can't tell the femininity coaches that all you have to do is fling your hair, laugh at stupid shit, and we're gonna get to that too, and just be a general fucking sex doll with a pulse. You are going to get used if you listen to that advice. You are good for pump and dump, and then maybe a call back in 2 months and wash, rinse, and repeat. Point blank, period. Okay. Like I said, lots of rich men are married to accountants so that they don't have to hire one, and you guys can be a team and you counting his money for a goddamn living. Figure that part out. They're not looking for airheads because airheads always get them in scandals and all that extra shit. And just the late night at the end of the day conversation is like trying to chew rocks talking to airheads. You don't have to act like an airhead.
Exactly. Can I say something else, DZ, on top of what you said?
Go ahead.
One thing about men with money who come from upper echelons of society, bloodline is very important to them, right? So you may look at his wife and say, oh, she's not pretty, she's not this, but she may come from a long list of Kennedys, or she may come from a Bilderberg bloodline. They look at that when it comes to reproducing their kids. So I think Black women think it's all aesthetic. Men want to know where you came from. You can look like a Barbie doll, but if your mama was a crackhead and your dad is in prison, he's not going to want to extend his lineage with you.
They're not ready for that part. All it takes is a hairdo, a nice glued on wig that your dumb ass sleeping in, and acting like you don't know nothing. And this is what they're getting from these folks. They're teaching them what fork does what. It's just to sit there and look. And it's not true. It's not like that. You can't do that. Anything that you get into that's based on that, it is temporary at best. Okay? Welcome to the panel, Kyra.
Good evening, DZ. Good evening, ladies.
Hey.
Hello.
To add to what you were saying about this, so let's say you're trying to get in to marry a man in those elite circles and you guys have children. Do you know how cutthroat those elite private schools are? He can't have some airhead representing his children.
I guess they're just supposed to look good. And see, what women don't understand is women like this are replaceable. These men see women like this all the time. They come a dime a dozen to men like that.
Yeah.
These women are replaceable.
Very. Because every time you turn around, there's a brand new one. Instagram modeling, OnlyFans and all that type of shit. And Coco, you would not believe bitches be telling these girls to sleep in their wig so that they can already be pretty when he wakes up. Wow. Dead ass serious. This is not something made up.
Like the women who encourage that airhead nonsense really do not know how to move in more elite circles. Those elite private schools are cutthroat. So are horseback riding lessons, piano lessons, all that stuff. And as the wife, and if you're going to be mother to his children, you have to be able to navigate those circles with ease, not just for your benefit and your husband's benefit, but your children will be depending upon your navigation of those circles for them. And a man with any sense is not going to pick an airhead who's going to sabotage his children.
It
It's
is what it
true.
is.
These
Now,
classes, go ahead, Kyra.
the femininity courses, we know good and well who they're designed to appeal to. They're trying to get Black women to become more appealing to a cicada. And of course, cicadas do not like educated women. Don't a lot of them struggle to read on a actual literate level? Of course, they don't want someone who can read above an 8th grade level. Are you crazy?
A lot of them won't admit that it's geared towards trying to attract Black men.
It has to be. There's no other reason to say all of this. This is geared toward Black men.
It is. They won't admit that shit though. They'll call it, it's any man. Men are this and men are that and blah
No,
blah blah.
no.
No, honey, this right here ain't gonna work. Not in the long term. If
The
you like
conquerors and the conquered are not the same. She can kill us.
no, they're not. Here's another thing that's real stupid and toxic. Darling, you are supposed to be able to code switch, right? Y'all already know that my husband is a professional. Y'all know good and goddamn well I don't go in his office talking like I do up here on this microphone. Do you hear me? You need to be an adult and be able to fill out the room, know where you are, and act appropriately. This is what we talked about with the chicks that was twerking in the pool out there at the apartment complex. You don't have to talk like a child all the time. If you doing that bullshit and the day you get out to bed and stub your toe and say shit, he gonna be like, oh, who the fuck is you? What? He needs to know who you are up top, period. Because once he meets the real you, he might not like it. So they need to be able to know whether who you are so that he can know whether you like him and he likes you and this, that, and the third. Your representative cannot maintain long-term relationships because let's just keep it real. They're doing these femininity courses and dating coaches and all this shit so that you can get in a relationship. All women don't want relationships, but for the ones that do, showing these men your representative is not going to work. You're gonna look like a liar later on inadvertently. So if you present as somebody that that you don't cuss at all, right? And the day you get mad, something come out your mouth, he's not gonna know who you are, and you're gonna be deemed like you're hiding something, and you don't want that because usually the relationship ends after that.
Yeah, look, these coaches gonna have these bitches out here with diapers on and pacifiers saying goo goo gaga because this shit is crazy. This is crazy. Talk like a fucking baby. This is crazy.
Child, please.
That's perverse, honestly. Because I mean, the only man who wants some woman who talks in a baby voice is a freaking pedophile. No man wants that. That's just gross.
You wouldn't believe.
But that goes back to
them.
Oh,
go ahead, Kyra.
Well, that goes back to how these femininity courses are geared towards Black males. Because isn't that one of the many criticisms that Black males lob at Black women, that we sound harsh and ghetto and all that stuff whenever we speak? And so them trying to tell you to speak in a baby voice is to appeal to worthless cicadas. And the thing is, there's nothing wrong with wanting to improve yourself. We all do that, but it needs to still be your authentic self at the end of the day. Many of y'all have said, I have a nice voice. This is how I talk all the time. You can ask any of these ladies up here. This is how I sound in the Discord. Whether I'm mad, whether I'm happy, whether I'm upset, this is how I normally talk. But this is my authentic self.
If I went downstairs right now talking like Kyra to my husband, he'd probably call me an ambulance. Dead serious, because he would think I was having a stroke or some shit. Because that's just not how I get down when we at the house. And he fucking loves it. Okay? Truth be told, part of the reason that he even got with me is because I am the way I am and I'm able to code switch. He said that shit out of his own goddamn mouth. So navigate your shit. Ladies, navigate it. You don't have to try to fit into this little mold that Blackistan and Blackistani coaches and all this shit is trying to tell you that you got to be, because somebody out there gonna like you just the way you sitting on your ass right now. Point blank, period.
Exactly, because not every man likes a woman who curses, just like there are men who also curse and really don't give a fuck if you do or not. Just like
Mm-hmm.
not every man wants someone prancing around looking like a Barbie doll all day, every day. Some men like women who aren't afraid to sweat or get dirty, the type of women who enjoy hiking and camping and other outdoor activities. It doesn't make you less feminine, it just means that you like doing different things. And there are men out there for that.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not telling you the other side of that. They're just telling you that if you're not looking this way or behaving this way, or you're not this size, then you're not going to be able to get a quote unquote high value man, as they call it, or a man of means or anything else. This is the shit them hypergamy bitches end up telling people.
It ain't gonna work. You probably
I
gonna
mean,
get a couple of dates.
what lie did I just tell? Please
You
point
didn't
out the
tell one. You ain't tell one.
lie.
It'll get you 1 or 2 dates, and it'll get you,
Okay.
fucked from the back. But ain't nothing long term fixing to happen off of that
DZ,
bullshit.
is the person who's conducting these courses married to a quote unquote high value man?
You got them in every range. Some of them are divorced. Some of them don't want to get married. Some of them are exes to men. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them, and new ones are popping up every damn day, telling you how to go be fake some damn where. Dead
Yeah,
ass
some of
serious.
them are former side bitches who graduated to being the main chick.
That's a
Hmm.
fact.
Okay.
That is indeed a
How
fact.
about just being men's friends? I mean, what happened to building cohesive friendships with men who can be beneficial to you? Like, is everything about trying to get a man? Do people even develop friendships anymore?
I don't think so. I don't think so. With the dating pool the way it is, especially in Blackistan, I mean, you're not going to be able to be a friend to them. If you are a friend to a Tyrone, you're just somebody that he hasn't fucked yet. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep that shit real.
Oh, I don't have
Whatever
anybody
they're
in that
getting
phone.
from you, and once that is over, it's done. Money, a place to stay, help him get in school, help him get a job, or get some ass. Once all of that's run out, he's gone, because you really can't be friends with them because they are succubus.
Yeah, the reason I say that is because I have non-black white male friends that are like friends, true friends. I can call them for anything. We've never had sex or anything. They're just really good friends. And for a lot of white men, cultivating those type of long-term relationships is beneficial to both sides. And I think black women, I just think we need to start building friendships first, because it sounds like everybody's looking for, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too
And a
old
lot
to
of black
understand.
women lipstick, they get turned off by non-black men because they're not as direct as black men. Black men, if when they meet you, right, they'll ask you something stupid like, what that mouth do? And they ain't never met you before in your goddamn life. They'll ask you about sex the first day they meet you. Now, when you're dealing with somebody that got their head on straight from a different race, they're not going to talk about that shit immediately. They're not. And then black women get it fucked up thinking that they're not interested because they're not trying to dick them down the first goddamn day.
But these
So
are men that have access to resources. These are the men that will do anything for you. And when I'm dating someone, I run that man by them and he'll tell me, he ain't the one. You know, like they will be your quote unquote true ride or die. I'm telling you, I got a white male friend now. About to call him and tell him I killed somebody. He over here trying to help me hide the body.
they don't know nothing about it. They don't know nothing about that. Carmen Alexis, welcome to the panel.
Thank you, DZ. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
I
Hello.
just, hey, I just wanted to bring to everybody's attention the stark contrast of the cicadas calling in from last week to this week. They wanted to defend the mammies, but they don't have nothing to say when they pick dishes, though.
Girl, we no, they pussy. They down in the comment section having to be blocked by the mods and shit. Shit like
Great
this. Shit
observation.
like this. Shit like this. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? They're around. They can't handle this type of conversation because it's not something that they can debate on. They probably could talk about femininity because they the most feminine men on the fucking planet. But let's just keep that real for a second, right?
Right. That's true. They do got hips and ass like women.
Seneca, welcome to the panel, dear.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me up here.
Awesome. What you got on this?
I was thinking about the fact that like you're not even able to be yourself in Blackistan. You have to make sure you have the right accent, you have to code switch, all this stuff with the makeup and the hair. And, it seems like the people that will accept us Black women for being ourselves tend to be non-Black. Like right away, everybody's appreciating, your individual talents or, something that might not register with Blackistan, but like you said, go where you're appreciated. But
They
yeah,
so used to the bad treatment that they don't understand what's going on. They get confused. They
yeah,
do. They get confused.
because Black dudes, they kind of walking up on you and telling you, they'll blurt about like, oh, you women, you bitches, and they want any stranger on the street to be accountable for whatever happened in their own life. Maybe they mad at their mama or their boss or something. They take it out on you in the grocery store. Ain't have nothing to do with you, So they think we're all the same. So yeah,
They
this is
need you to be
just
the same. They need you to be a mule. They need you to do all this shit. And Black women are even basically teaching these women how to rectify their coochie after having dealt with them. Somebody got some goddamn feedback,
I'm,
y'all.
I'm sorry, but that Stanley Steamer carpet cleaner thing, you had me you had me weak. I was thinking about all these commercials. Yeah, like that don't even make any sense. And how do you not know how to take care of your own, personal functions? I mean, wow,
All the
so
scrubbing in the world ain't gonna get rid of the shit log funk. So
well, I'm shit log free, so I'm glad about that one.
that's what's up. On to the next one.
DZ. Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
do you mind if I add to something Aaliyah said a while back?
Sure, go ahead. Seneca, I'm gonna throw you on mute because you got some feedback, okay?
Okay.
A while back, Aaliyah, you were talking about how, if your mama was a crackhead and your daddy was in and out of prison, you may not be able to marry as high up as you think you
That
can.
is lipstick
I said
saying
that. I said that.
Oh, I beg
I
your
don't know
pardon,
why
wrong
people get
person.
me and Aaliyah mixed up.
I'm sorry, my bad. I wanted to add the thing is, and if you're one of those women who comes from a less than stellar background and you happen to meet a man who is willing to marry you from a higher echelon, you're going to have to, do you understand that it's going to come with a cost? You are going to have to cut off your
Right.
Blackistani relatives,
Right.
hard cut off.
They don't want
Like,
to hear that.
Or lie
yeah,
about it, or lie about where you came from. That's the only way.
like you will not be able to invite them over. There will be no family cookouts at your mansion. No, your cousin's kids cannot come over for the summer. You are going to have to do a hard cutoff. If you're really going to marry into those higher echelons and you have one of those Blackistani backgrounds, you're going to have to cut them off.
Well, they're not
Point
gonna
blank
be able to
period.
marry into no elite family like that. Not with these tips. Not with none of this femininity coaching they got
Yeah.
going on. They ain't gonna get in. They ain't gonna get their foot in the door. They're
Yeah.
gonna get slam bam, thank you, ma'am, at a very nice hotel, and then maybe some breakfast. But other than that, they not gonna take you serious. Maybe you can do the side bitch thing, but this ain't gonna get you taken seriously. Not this bullshit.
not
This
really,
this
not at
laughing
all.
at everything. Yes, it's very very feminine to be pleasant. Yes, but laughing at everything. Listen, they got women out here think he could be telling you how somebody he knew died in high school when you sitting up there smiling and laughing. Darling, make it appropriate because you're going to look awkward laughing at bullshit. And here's another secret. Men know when their goddamn jokes are corny. They do. And if you laughing your ass off at some corny shit, he like, oh, yeah. Yeah,
And
I see.
DZ, you know how Black women laugh. You know how we laugh on this damn panel. We don't do the cute little giggles. Our ass be slapping our knees, mouth wide open. You know.
Darling, it's just real life. Real life, y'all. You can't just plaster that shit on your face and keep it there. Sometimes you got to bring it down, be a little empathetic or whatever. But laughing at everything, I heard a femininity coach say that shit too. Everything ain't fucking funny. And if he's sitting up there telling you a story that ain't so damn funny, you finna have an awkward goddamn date. It just is what it is.
DC,
Yes.
This is Carmen. I'm gonna drop down and let a Pygmisha come up and defend themselves.
Okay.
I'll see y'all in the Discord.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for coming up, Carmen.
I forgot it's smoke night. DZ, anybody in the back?
Well, let me see what's going on. Warren Parker. Warren Parker. Are you dusty? Warren Parker. Cut that shit off in the back. Listen, cut that shit off in the back. I don't want to hear me talking in the back. Warren, Mr. Parker, cut your YouTube off in the back. Cut it off. What smoke do you have, sir? Okay. Listen, Warren. You staticky. That's number one. You gotta cut your YouTube off in the back.
Shut up. I can't hear
Lord
anything.
have mercy. Y'all, this is a study group, goddammit. This is a study group. Warren doesn't understand. When we were here last time, there was another one of these motherfuckers. They don't understand basic shit. Warren, I know you want to yell at us. You want to get one off. I got you. But nobody can hear you. Nobody can hear you, sir.
And this is what you're supposed to do all this shit for the appeal to somebody who sound like him.
Right.
Okay.
Warren, can you read? Are you able to read? Because if you can read, you need to turn that YouTube off in the back, bitch. When you figure out where it's at, I'll get back to you. XSSS, are you dusty?
No, I was here last time.
Okay.
I was crying because like even his Wi-Fi connection dusty just like him.
They're all the same. I tell you, they all the same, and people keep calling me extreme. Listen, they're all the same, and if you find one that's actually a little bit different, he condones this type of shit. So that by default means they're all the same.
Okay, can I add on to what the topic was before that happened? Because I got a little scared when she said I'm gonna let her. She said when she was gonna drop down, let her pick me, she come defend. I was like, oh Lord, I hope she don't pick me next, because I swear it's not me.
Are y'all hearing that static, or is it just me?
Staticky?
Yeah, it's staticky.
Oh, let me see.
If you go out and I'll let you back in. I promise you ain't gonna stay in the back like Warren sitting his dumb ass back there.
Okay.
Kayla, are you dusty?
Not dusty.
Are you dusty, Kayla?
No, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. What you got on here?
I just had an odd comment about some of the topics. I'm not sure if anybody brought it up, but the reason why I think a lot of these femininity channels have cropped up might be because, well, mammying takes a lot of energy, and a lot of these women have like moms that, probably had too much of their energy being taken by like running after somebody or taking care of like their men or something. So a lot of these girls kind of miss out on a lot of that basic education just about being a lady. So I thought that might just be like a counterpoint, but I do think it's kind of necessary because as long as the pendulum...
What's necessary?
To have these sort of channels, just because it's giving a lot of Black women the opportunity.
You going out? We can't hear you anymore.
Yeah, bring her back because I want her to say that again.
Yeah, I gotta hear this. I hate her Wi-Fi fucking up. Damn, she fell off.
These women just don't realize that when you co-sign shit like this, these women are agreeing with the manosphere by default when they keep putting out there the notion that Black women are masculine and Black women are not feminine. So all they're doing is reinforcing that manosphere notion, because let's be real, that's where that shit started. And so when you got women co-signing that shit, it's really saying that you agree that Black women need all this extra help and they're not feminine, they're masculine. So they actually need to be told or taught these things for a price, though, always for a price. The game is to be sold, not to be told, and it's definitely not to be given away for free. So let's just be real about that. And I think we do ourselves a huge disservice when we co-sign that we're not feminine.
Right.
They see themselves through black males' eyes. That's why we call them black male identified. Anything black men say about black women, if you're black male identified, you're gonna co-sign the shit. Real talk. And she missed the part where we say these things don't work on a long-term basis. So I don't understand the need for something that's not going to work, dear. I hope she clicked the link again because she fell
Yeah, I
off.
want to hear that shit because by default, like Aaliyah is saying, she's giving credence to what the manosphere is saying because all of these femininity courses are a response to what the manosphere has been saying. Because I
That's
came up
fact.
in the 90s and the early 2000s, I don't remember there being femininity courses.
There weren't. They had like
Etiquette
finishing,
classes.
yeah, and
Right,
finishing schools and
right,
stuff like that. But
And
that was to enhance certain things. It wasn't to
right,
get no damn man.
And see,
right.
don't get me wrong. I get the fact that some women grew up differently. Trust me, I come from a family of women. I wear my makeup. I wear my wigs. My mom didn't wear makeup. None of my aunties wear makeup. My sister don't wear makeup. So I had to learn all my tips and stuff from different YouTube channels and stuff like that. I just had to learn what to buy, what products, how to apply it. I understand listening to that to get tips from that. But like it's a fine line between doing something like that and taking it to the extreme that they're talking about. And I think it's fair for us who we're constantly being called extreme. We
Mhm.
can address some of the extreme shit that's going on the other side too.
Right.
That's a fact. That's a fact. XSSS, you're back. Let's see if you still staticky.
Okay, am I still breaking up?
You sound beautiful. What you got?
Oh, okay. Before I don't know what that was, but yeah, when I was saying was when it, I don't know who said it, but when he said going back to just being friends with non-black men, when that's actually a true thing, because one of my closest friends is a white boy that I've been going to school with since I was like in 6th grade, and I have older brothers,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't. He come in more than they do. You know, he had my back and whatnot, and I was like, it was just a genuine thing. You can't have that with these naggly boons. My bad, I almost slipped up. You can't have no actual friendship there with people in Blackistan period. Like I barely even have any black homegirls anymore. It's just too much. It's like
They're majority of them are mammies. That's why you can't even have a decent conversation about what girls talk about without the mammy just boiling up to the top and she's slobbing mammy shit all down her goddamn mouth. And a lot of time they be trolling the fuck out of y'all because they already know how y'all feel. So they're gonna say some shit that they know you don't agree with, so they can start some shit with you and tell you how much of a sellout you are.
It is because especially me, because my homegirls before I had to cut them off, they knew I was the one that that never dated or dealt with the stuff that they like or entertained, you know, them and they brothers and whatnot. So they would always like nitpick when it came to that and who I would hang out with. And I started to notice how progressively aggressive they would get.
Mm-hmm.
And like almost like they had like an attitude. And I was like, dude, I don't even be like I don't care. I don't care. You can't make me care, and they'll get mad when I don't. You know what I'm saying? It was just too much. I was like, this is real childish. Like, even though, like, you know, fresh out of high school, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like still, we're not in 5th grade. Like, what is this?
Darling, listen.
Can I say something to what
Yes.
you just said about friendships and black men? What I've noticed is that friendship building and relationship building, conflict resolution for men, that comes from their father's teaching, right? We know the majority of black men grew up in homes without fathers or without males, period. So their way of looking at friendships and relationships and conflict resolution, it is based on what they saw their mothers and sisters do, right? That's why they're so bitchy and catty. They don't know how to establish brotherhoods and sisterhoods and platonic relationships because they had nobody who taught them that. They had no role models in that.
Yeah, and it was just very frustrating. You're right, because it was just everything was either about fighting over some naggly boo, something that happened to them and what they so-called friends about some naggly boo, And that's pretty much it. And if you did not agree or you didn't want to be entertained to their ratchetness or whatnot, it was a problem. And I started to realize, it like, well, you know her. She want them to be with them white folks. You know.
We got static again. Do I hear static? Y'all hear it?
I do.
Oh man, I don't know what's going. My Wi-Fi, my connection.
Are you wearing headphones?
No, I'm not.
I don't know where it's coming from then. It just crept right back the fuck up on you. I don't know. Maybe there's a short or something. I don't know.
Let me try to turn my microphone off and on again.
Okay, do your thing. Speaking of black men being feminine, ladies, you already know that black men are the most feminine men on earth. On earth, do you hear me? I don't know where they took their femininity courses. Maybe it's like what Lipstick said, because they didn't have any, men in their family that were worth a goddamn. They are catty. They're beating you out at femininity. Let me tell you something. You ain't gonna never, ever be as feminine as them. They say they can beat you at anything. They're constantly competing with you, constantly trying to tell you what feminine is, right? But you can't tell them what masculine is. They want to be feminine and also have you submit to them. They want you to be feminine and also provide for them. They want you to be feminine and build for them. And the craziest part about all of this shit is y'all are doing it. You're doing it. The fuck is wrong? Who's teaching black male femininity courses? I'd like to know, because they doing a great goddamn job, because these motherfuckers are feminine as hell.
These bitches that don't let them be men, that's who teaching them.
Sean, please.
Hey, do y'all remember when Dennis Rodman married himself?
Yeah, I remember that.
He wore a whole wedding dress and did a whole ceremony, yo.
Go ahead, hon.
Does it sound better?
No.
It sounds worse. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna drop down. It might be me. I'm gonna drop down, y'all.
Okay. Thank you for coming up.
All right, thank you. Bye.
DZ, is that Baker still back there?
No, he ran, but another one just came.
Oh god.
Are y'all ready? Because it is smoke night. So
oh, okay. Is it still bad?
You still got a little static. You can chill there though, babe.
Okay, because I was crying at this picture that you just pull up.
Oh, they always gonna be feminine. Always.
Yeah, because that makes so much sense, because like now they how they're trying to do the non-binary nail polish and whatnot, and it made me realize why I used to get a lot of more like cattiness from them in high school than the women.
Okay, hold on a second, babe. Hold on, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna throw you on mute. There you go. It's smoke night. How may I help you?
Yeah, I didn't come for confrontation today. All right. It's a simple question. I don't have a lot of questions today. It's a simple one. You women talk about all these divestment stuff. How come we don't see any evidence of this whole quote unquote divestment thing that you've been preaching working? Because we don't know if you're truly divested. Nobody has ever seen your picture. We're just taking your word for it. I can sit here and say that I'm a billionaire, but unless somebody actually sees me, they can't validate it. So, all these women that are on the panel.
Are you going to put a question mark at the end of that shit or no? You're just doing a run-on sentence. You said that you had a question and you not asked. You're just talking.
Big Shirley, calm down. Calm down, Big Shirley. What I'm trying to say is,
good? Are you good? Are you good, pussy? Are you good? Are you good?
Big Shirley, calm down.
You gonna make me say something to get my shit flagged down. I almost called you something up here, boy. Oh shit. He almost took me there. I got a question. Blah, 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 cause blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. Nigga, fuck you.
Here's the thing. They're still under the impression that what they think actually matters to divested women. Nobody has to prove anything to you but the pick-me bitches still trying to be with the men and the likes of you. That's really what it's like. We don't have to prove anything to you.
This shit is fucking hilarious.
They're still under the impression that what they have to say matters. We don't give a fuck. I mean, I challenge him to find any black man that can say they've been with me in a decade now. I challenge him to find one.
I don't get it. I do not get it. That motherfucker said, "What proof do we have?" Bitch, guess what? You're not worth proving anything to. You can paint me as 500 fucking pounds. You can have me with 8, 9 children. You can have me staying in the projects. I don't give a fuck what you think. Your opinion doesn't matter. You don't have anything. You don't own anything or control anything. You can't build anything. You're the lowest man on the totem pole. You smell bad. You're broke. You're dusty. You don't take care of your kids. You got STD. Should I go on, motherfucker?
But you know what? It's the bitches that they chop running their mouths on their panels that have them thinking that divested women are just frauds and that we're just all mad at black men and all of this other shit. It's them bitches that's on these channels and these other women that's fucking the game up for the real divestors. I mean, Dizzy, you already know you've been married almost 30 years. You have fully grown biracial children. You've never been with a black man. I do not have any children for a black man, but they still think that everybody is fake and they want all this proof. I have not dated a black man in over a decade, and I'm not going to. I will not be dating one for the rest of my life, and you can quote me on that.
I'd rather
God
fuck a
damn.
cactus. Dead serious. I would rather fuck a cactus that's in full bloom, pricklies all over the place, no lubrication. And I mean that shit. Front and back shit, all 3 holes. Let's get it.
He sounds like the queens that used to get mad at my wigs in high school.
That was the stalker cries of a Blackkevius malus, as we talked about. They can, unfortunately, because of mammies, their distribution is growing wider and wider across the globe. But there's still certain places where you can find these hominids: jails, street corners, back alleys, and women and mothers' couches. Did I miss any sort of habitats for them?
Oh
And
no, absolutely.
their bites are venomous and can be fatal.
I mean,
Oh, their baby
prove
mama
something to
Section
me.
8 housing.
Not just their bikes, their dick strokes too.
Correct.
Prove something to me. Are you fucking
You know,
serious? It's the audacity for me.
That's what I'm
What's
going to say.
gonna make me think? Prove something to me, nigga. Let me tell you something. Go, boy. We ain't in
They've been
Discord.
talking to
We
these
ain't in
fake
Discord.
bitches too long. That's what it is. They've been talking to these fake bitches too long. And
So,
they think that we're all alike. I guess that we just get up here and we're just talking shit and saying shit that we don't really mean. And I think maybe he should have picked the Fence Sitters channel for that bullshit.
Exactly. Because he comes up here with so much confidence and bravado. Y'all ain't divested. See, this is the shit that I'm talking about. Who gave these niggas that confidence? You did, black women. You did.
Yep.
Now, DZ, when he just had a run-on sentence instead of a question, I wasn't surprised. We already know they're abysmal performers in education, so expecting them to understand the different parts of grammar and the differentiation between a statement and a question is a bit beyond them.
I didn't expect that. I know that they are very, very remedial. I didn't expect that. I expected the nigga to take a breath. You can't live without a breath, can you? Take a goddamn breath.
I'd rather hear from the nigga with the accent, that motherfucker that always said contribute, contribute. I'd rather hear from that. But that motherfucker right there, I cannot stand.
Child, please. Let me remove this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
DZ, I'm just so sad because, like, you know, his mama had an abortion appointment and just missed it. I just know she did.
No, she didn't. They like these motherfucking bastards. They love their sons, girl.
Because
Now,
you know they always say that, oh, you black women kill billions of babies a day in abortion clinics. I said, damn, you could have been one of them, though. That would have been that would have been a blessing.
Or at least a throat baby, my goodness.
Yeah, just down the drain or something.
Just a throat baby.
So we talked about, hold on a second. We talked about how feminine you have to be to get one of these motherfuckers, how you got to wear your wig at night. You got to make sure that you got on makeup, wear your heels everywhere, talk like a child, so on and so forth. Well, This lady that I'm getting ready to show you, she seems very, very feminine. She seems like she did everything that she's supposed to do. And let's see what happened with her. And the fact that this motherfucker can get more than 30 of you motherfucking women is astounding. Let's have a look.
Women across the country have been trying for years to warn everyone online to stay away from Brian Wedgeworth when he pops up on dating apps. Takesia Johnson had not seen those.
There's the makeup. There's the hair. She's not hooping and hollering. She's chilling, right? She's well spoken. Let's hear her speak.
Warnings when she met Wedgeworth on her dating app 5 years ago.
Then he gave me his phone number. He was like, well, can you call me or can we FaceTime so I can see that you're not catfishing me? And that's the funny part.
Johnson.
Isn't that what that dude just came up here doing? Let me see some shit. I need to see some shit. They all are the same. Prove this to me. Show this to me. These nobody ass niggas. Show this to me. Fuck out of here. Let's keep going.
Would later find out that Brian Wedgeworth had just been released from a Georgia prison after pleading guilty to defrauding a DeKalb County woman out of thousands of dollars. Prosecutors say before and after Wedgeworth served time in Georgia, he repeated his scam countless times across the country, meeting women on dating apps claiming to be a wealthy surgeon. He conned Takesia Johnson the same way. He wanted to talk about finances, just as he'd done with the others.
Anybody believe that this motherfucker is a wealthy surgeon? Shame on you. Shame on you. These are the ones that's talking about prove something to me. Ladies, don't prove shit to them. They don't deserve you. Let the mammies and them trot off into the sunset. You don't show them shit. Well, she showed them too much. Let's keep going.
It alarmed me. I told him I was broke to throw him off. And if I was broke and he was looking for money, that would run him away. But he said that it's okay. I'll pay off your debt.
And he did pay them, or so she thought. And then he was able to scam her out of thousands of dollars. And he talked marriage in Las Vegas.
This is confusing. How can someone fake that they paid off your debt? They either paid.
They getting ready to show you.
Her story.
They're going to show you. It's true. They're going to say it. Ladies, y'all are so fucking thirsty for these goddamn black men. They're able to con you out of thousands of dollars. All they have to do is say that 4-letter word, wife, and it's done. They can wipe your whole shit out. Let's go.
Before she found out his deposits to her accounts had bounced. Thursday in a federal courtroom in Florida, Wedgeworth admitted to his latest crimes. He confessed he took more than $1 million from 40 women across the country he found.
Look at that face. Look at that face. He was able to get 40 women. 40. Y'all better leave Blackistan. If this motherfucker with a face like that and these stats can get 40 of y'all, you got to leave. Almost done.
Found on dating apps. The FBI says last year alone, romance scams online victimized tens of thousands of women out of more than $1 billion. Takesia Johnson died last year.
Did you hear that? She went to her grave
broke,
trying to prove that you can have black love.
And she's a pretty lady, DZ.
Very pretty. I don't know how she died. I don't know if she had a disease or what. But this was her last stance, y'all. Stop wasting your time trying to do the not all. Remember the not all, mammy? Don't be her. Don't do that. She is no longer here, and she could have done so much better. She's smart for the most part, but for some reason, when the shit log shows up, all the brain cells starts just swimming out the damn window. I don't know what's going on, but y'all got to stop this shit.
Just before the feds indicted Wedgeworth, the last 5 years of her life she devoted to warning others to stay away from Brian Wedgeworth.
I know it sounds crazy, but I have to walk the walk of shame because I did it to myself.
Wedgeworth remains in federal custody, facing decades in prison when he's sentenced in August. In Atlanta, John Sherrick, 11 Live News.
This story breaks my heart, really. This lady went to her grave.
It's
facing dust.
It's horrible. And they will go to their grave trying to prove that not all black men are like this. They're not worth your life. She wanted to be someone's wife. She wanted to share a life with somebody. And because she wanted it so bad, she ended up having to die trying to prove to other women, don't do this. Don't do this. This was her last stance. Y'all got your whole life ahead of you. Unless you have some mitigating circumstance that's gonna take it. Period. So don't waste your time with this shit. Don't waste your money trying to prove to other black women and the preferences that you can get a black man. Why do you want one? That's my question.
Yep.
To be honest, I don't understand why anybody wants one. To be honest,
No benefit. None. They have zero benefits.
Yo, when they said that she had passed, my stomach dropped. You know how you're not expecting to hear that. I thought, she was gonna say some shit like, well, I haven't given up on love. I'm gonna keep going. This was a learning experience, blah, 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 blah. All the shit that they say once they get their heart broke by some dusty ass nigga. When they said she died, I'm like, holy shit. I did not expect that.
DC, drop the link to that because I'm gonna do some research because I feel like her life was taken by another black man. I just feel it.
Let me go ahead and copy it.
I feel this.
actually,
I wish they would have said how he died, how she died. I have no clue. They just said she passed, but I'm putting the link down here so you can get her name and everything and find out. Because, darling, she's not here anymore. She's done.
I feel the same way because it's like they don't disclose it. And it's probably because one of those people got mad. She stopped giving out that money to prove.
If
Probably
you find
took out
out
the
something,
game.
let me know. Because I don't know what happened to her, but I thought that story was just tragic. That was her last wish, basically. She wanted love, and then when she got scammed and whatever, her last stance was trying to tell other women to stay away from it. But will
Right.
you stay away from it? Because there's a lot of people saying, hey, don't do this. Don't go that direction. Stay away from Blackistan. Stay away from Mammy. Stay away from these niggas. Are you going to listen, though? Because we got a lot of detractors that's just trying to deflect from off the fact of the matter. And that is that, I almost said it, black men don't like you. They don't. They
That's
don't.
so sad.
It is sad. And just looking at that interview, you could tell she was a genuine person. I could see how someone could image of her.
Yeah, she seemed like RIP to her. Diane Prince, are you dusty?
No, I'm not dusty.
Okay, what you got on this, sweetheart?
Hi. I heard about that case and he just looked like he was full of shit from the gate. Like he just got that look where if some dude on a dating app says that he's a doctor, you guys better start calling the medical board and start doing
But how
research
do
and
you
go
get
get
that
you.
far with
He
a
said he
dusty?
was a
How do you
surgeon,
get
not
that
just a doctor,
far?
though. He
How do
said
you get that
surgeon.
far? How do you get that far? Once you've seen his fucking face, how the fuck do you get that far? How do you get that
People
far?
believe a lie. They'll believe anything just so they could be with a black man like that lady sadly did. I mean, people don't they want to see the best in everybody and don't bother
That's
to.
dangerous, by the way.
It is, and I'm just like, because he looked like he full of shit. I'm like, if somebody
Yeah,
told me they're a doctor, I'm going straight.
for the simple fact that he's a black man, he looks like he's full of shit. There it is. I went on ahead and said it. Okay, you
Outfit
back,
begins
Diana.
with a lie, so
See, this
it begins
ain't
with a
messing with
lie.
nothing.
It ends with a lie. It's the same story all the time. No matter who they with, they gonna start with a lie. It's gonna end with a lie, and
I can't.
whatever the woman they dealing with is she gonna be the one that's gonna cost her everything, and he gonna end up with whatever he get, but she gonna lose everything. So
Diana Prince said that, people want to believe in black love, and I get it. I get it because you're black. But once you know better, you're supposed to do better. Is that not true? Once you know better, you're supposed to do better.
A black man doesn't have to really prove anything. He only has to say it. Black women are the ones who have to prove every single thing to everybody
Yep.
because every time you say something, they automatically assume it's a lie before you can even finish talking. But if a black man says something, people are agreeing with him before he can even finish talking. They're not required to prove anything. They're not required to show you any credentials or anything. They have an excuse or explanation for everything. So I'm pretty sure if she asked, probably had questions, and I'm pretty sure he was able to talk his way out of every single one of those questions or concerns that she had. Because some of these motherfuckers are some very slick talkers. They think they are anyway, and that's the reason why I don't even really fuck with them in real life like that. Really,
That's
the
what I'm
only time,
saying. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. If you find yourself talking to him, you already done played yourself. He wouldn't have been able to talk through shit, not with somebody like me, because the bitch wouldn't be talking to me. Period.
yeah, exactly. I do not talk to these motherfuckers if it's not on in a professional capacity, in a professional
Mm-hmm.
environment where I literally have no choice. And of course, when we get on here and they just click the link and jump on the panel, see, you don't know who it is when they click the link. Anybody can click the link. This is
Uh-huh.
literally the only time where I have any words for a black man outside of the job. Other than that, I have nothing to say to them. I don't know how much I need to do to prove that. They better ask some of these motherfuckers in some of these grocery stores and in some of these gas stations that have been trying to get my attention, who I ignored very well, I may add, and kept walking the fucking doing what the hell I was doing. I
Yeah,
do not talk to them.
I don't know if it's because the generation I was from, but I still don't understand how they can just let them play them like this. I would never understand it. It's really disheartening because majority of the women that do get scammed are black women, older black women, or like mid age. I'm just like, I don't understand. Maybe because like I was raised on internet and social media, so it's like I understand all the tricks and whatnot. It's like, bro, if they don't have it, if they can't physically show you and have facts, like don't. Why are you even giving up
See,
money
but y'all
anyway?
keep saying that if they can't show you, you
You
have to have
shouldn't
a
be talking.
conversation. Thank you. You
I'm
should
not.
not be having a
I'm just.
conversation with them at all.
I'm not saying for naggly boobs. I'm just talking about as in like excluding them because like don't talk to them. Period. I'm talking about like because it's not only. I'm just saying that this is not the first time I've seen a story like this. You know what I'm saying? It's very common, but I just never understood why women like why women period would even believe anything. It's just words.
Okay, let me tell you something, XSS. In order for somebody to tell you something that you don't believe, they have to first be talking to you. This man on this screen will never tell me a lie because I would never talk to his motherfucking ass. You see what I'm saying?
I understand that, but I'm just saying
I
like
get what
speaking.
she's saying, though, but it goes back to what I was saying earlier. They don't really have to prove anything, and nobody requires them to, which goes back to the whole point of this show. That's why they can jump online and holler about their dating coaches and gurus without any credentials whatsoever to back them up. You could be just some random nigga that bought a microphone and got a YouTube channel, and you call yourself a guru. You don't have the resume or curriculum vitae to back any of that up, or you can't even really point out any tangible years of experience or anything. They just get a microphone and just say that this is what they do, and people listen to them. They follow that. They support that. They make donations to that. Black men are not required to prove a fucking word they say. It doesn't matter. They will make us jump through hoops.
That's what I was saying. I wasn't saying specifically me, but I said I just don't like seeing stories like this. I just can't wrap my head. Like, why would you even believe it? Like, why would you even entertain it in the first place? I'm really saying me, but I was like, I just don't get it. I said, why do you still have faith in this? Like really? And it's sad because they really be like, oh, I'm gonna give him this much money. I just donated this much money to the Black Lure and all this. I'm just like, and you get mad when you get scammed. It's like, fool me once, but like, come on now.
No, don't even fool me once. Fuck
That's
that
what I'm
shit.
saying. Like, but that's like,
Mm-mm.
I don't understand. Maybe because I don't know. I just never see how that was even believable. Like, why would you even entertain?
And I'm sure DZ can understand that, being a nurse, because again, when you tell people things, the first thing they do is call you a liar. Just like the guy who just called up here. prove to me that you are really divested. It's always questions. It's always about us proving something to them. And you have people that will call you a liar. You got people that's sitting at home listening to my voice right now and saying, well, she country, she ghetto, and so she must be lying about whatever it is she says she doing. And it's like, yeah, I'm country and I'm ghetto, but my country and ghetto ass name is on several degrees and a myriad of certifications, including STD and HIV disease intervention and case management. And I am also HIV PCP, making me not only certified in HIV counseling, testing, prevention, and linkage to care services, but I am also certified in antiretroviral treatment and access to services, as well as a nationally certified HIV provider. I am the one your primary physician will call when they can't reach your lab reports and they want to know what your viral shedding, viral load, and CD4 count is, and if you actually have full-blown AIDS or if you have reached viral suppression. They can call me whatever they can, but that's just the truth of the matter. I am who they call when they can't determine what your body rashes are and they don't know what to look for. So they just tell you it's eczema and prescribe you cream and put you the hell out of their offices. Or when they look at lesions on your genitals and they tell you it's herpes when it's something equally as bad. Or when they look at your hair loss and just simply tell you it's alopecia when it's really secondary syphilis. Or when they look at condylomata lata in your vaginal vault and they tell you it's HPV when it's actually secondary syphilis. So, I mean, I can go on and on about it. Nothing I said, I'm still gonna be a liar to a lot of people. It doesn't matter.
Especially Blackistan. Oh, you can't do nothing. Everybody's supposed to be muling. Everybody's supposed to want one of these niggas. Everybody's supposed to stay in formation. And the time you step out of line, that's your ass. And then you're going to argue with them. I bet I don't. He got me fucked up. All of them got me fucked up. I wouldn't know if I was on a dating app, y'all, and this motherfucker picture popped up, the scroll would be so strong. I don't know why people stop and even read these bios. And another thing, a surgeon, a successful rich surgeon,
I
9
know
times out
that's
of
right.
10 is not gonna be on no motherfucking
Fucking
dating app.
plenty of fish. What the fuck is wrong with her? I'm sorry, she dead, y'all. I'm sorry. Ooh, Lord.
Man, it's just some shit is just common sense and it's getting so goddamn old. The deflections are getting old. Once you admit that Blackistan ain't where it's at, you gonna be all right. You need to get your ass to safety. You need to get your ass up out of there physically, if you can, mentally, immediately. Because this ain't it, y'all. This ain't it. And I don't care how feminine you are, how masculine you are, how rich or poor you are, how light skin or dark skin you are. Yo, black ass need to divest. Period. So they can say what they want to about divestors, but what you ain't gonna do, you ain't finna fuck with us. You're not doing it.
So can I say something else? First of all, thank Aaliyah for that read. Thank you for that. But I know, DZ, you say divest, but some of these bitches need to stay over there. I'm sorry. It's just some of them. The way.
Well, lipstick, the majority gonna stay over there. They are going to. You ain't got to tell them to stay over there because they ain't going no goddamn where. They love black men. They love black people. They love black culture. And they know good and goddamn well black culture states that they don't give a solid fuck about you. They don't.
Yeah,
They just don't understand. Go ahead.
I said I learned like DC's right. I learned the hard way. I was trying to get one of my former homegirls to be like, to watch her channel. I was like, you can really, we could divest. It's gonna be good for him. But she almost got into a physical fight with me about it. And I learned my lesson. I said, you know what? Go ahead, stay where you are. We're no longer friends. That was like my last black friend that I ever had after that. And that was like, 6 months ago? I learned the hard way. I was trying to be like, you know what? At least spread the word. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we're really
you ain't got
young.
to do all that. You don't.
I was trying to be, because I'm really young. Like, we're really young, like 18, 19. So it's like, we still have a chance to decode. You know what I'm saying? After mammyism, they was not having it. They was not having it, and I learned my lesson because I don't fight. And she was trying to really fight me. She got really heated, and I learned the hard way. And I was like, you know what? Just leave them where they are. You just can't save them all.
Okay, you got to pick an account. You got like 3 different accounts back there. Let me see. Is your sound good, TK?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay, I had to put the other 2 accounts out. It was it was a bunch of accounts back there. What
I'm
you
in
got to add to this?
Thank you. I'm in the middle of a thunderstorm, so I kept dropping and coming back. I just want to say you have to let these women go. You can't save them. I see it on Twitter all the time. Like I have like 600 followers, which you would think like a message of importance of self, investing in yourself and things like that would be more important, but you just got to let them go. Like they want to be lost. And I think I tweeted today about internalized trauma, and we only learn what we're taught. And I'm thankful that even though my mom was low key, probably mammy, she allowed me to think for myself. And in doing so, like nobody has ever played with my intelligence. And I know it's hard to like see women get lost and leave them by the wayside, but sometimes you just gotta let them go.
You
and
have
save
to.
yourself.
That's why I say don't wear your heart on your sleeve, because some
Absolutely
of it,
not.
it's really sad to see some of this shit. But if
Yeah.
you can't swim with somebody hanging from your foot,
You
did you hear
can't.
what I said? If
Yep.
somebody snatching on you, you're going to drown with them. Save yourself, because if they're pulling on you, they don't have your best interest in mind any goddamn way. It's like,
Yeah.
sis, point her to the life preserver if you feel like it. If she don't grab for that motherfucker, turn around and swim to shore. Period. Like Lipstick was just saying, a lot of them need to stay over there. Oh, they gonna stay. They gonna stay. This
Yeah.
woman that we just talked about, she was pretty enough, smart enough to know better, but she still went anyway. And that's that tribalism shit I'm talking about. You
What's
don't
funny
have to be
is
with no black man. Are you serious?
What's funny is they get mad when you don't stay with them, and that's when you know.
Let them be mad
that you're doing the right thing.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Like they got heated, like closed fists clenched. Like it was.
That's
like,
when you know you're doing the right thing.
That's why. That's why I realized.
It's
That's
a
why I
black
realized.
woman thing. We want to stay pull crabs in a barrel. We were internalized with that. They want to keep us down. Everybody got to stay down. Damn if you have a brain and you wise up. So you have to, and you got to be quiet. Like I wear a wedding ring and everything just to quietly divest, because my friends don't know who I'm dating. I'm not dating, but my friends don't know that. Like you have to even sell them stories just to protect yourself. Like do what you gotta do to save yourself.
Believe it or not, TK, my wedding ring attracts assholes. They want to get on some they want to get on some fuck shit. If he don't know, we can do it. It's always debauchery and degeneracy with they ass. When I'm not wearing my wedding ring, I get less interaction. But when I have my wedding ring on, just dust everywhere, because they want to be able to fuck you, but they don't want to have to pay bills. They don't have to answer to you. They don't have to. I don't know why black women still messing with them. I really, really don't.
That's true as well.
So
yeah. It's very dysfunctional, and it just sucks the energy out of you. And
Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just going to say, DZ, I heard on another channel a lady saying that we divested people over on this sector. We scream divest, 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 but she said it's not easy for a lot of black women to just wake up and divest. Some people are stuck in marriages with black men that are not final, so they just can't walk away. They have kids, they have joint, things together with black men. They have ties to the black community, and that we aren't giving them, how can I put it, steps on how they can divest successfully, because they can't just walk away overnight.
So you basically saying they got a ton of excuses, because anytime black women want to do some shit, they do it. How about that part? Whenever they want to get together and get laws changed, they want to be done with some shit, they know how to get together, jump other women, shoot at other women, all kind of shit. But all of a sudden they turn into damsels in distress when you tell them to leave Blackistan. I ain't going. I am not going. Have you ever seen a determined black woman? Shit, you're not fixing to stop her from doing much. They want to stay there. Now, if there's an abusive relationship going on, she may need some help getting up out of there, because Dusties are very, very violent. But other than that family ties and all this extra shit that they pretending like it's keeping there, black women can't be held back when they want to do something. I done seen it way too much.
Exactly.
I just want to say that just in case someone in the back is listening and want to mention that on another person's, channel that it was brought up, and it's an excuse, basically.
It pretty much is, because they don't need steps on other shit. They really don't. Have y'all seen how long it's taking cops to get to certain places? Mammy's got that done because they said they wanted less police. They was fighting over the fact that they thought black men was getting their ass whooped by the police. So now it's taking an average of 2.5 more minutes for a cop to show up. They know how to get shit done, but they want to stay with black men. If you hear any of them talking about nobody came to their house, rolled out a red carpet and said, "Hello, ma'am, your divested chariot awaits." Fuck that shit. They full of it. Nobody's going to do that. Grow up.
DZ, that man got over $1 million from 40 black women. Split that up, how much that is. So black women have resources.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
We're very proud. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe it. It's like almost shocking when you hear stories like this, because like we can, like we have the power when it comes to these two counterparts. So I was like, I don't understand. Like you just say, it's like we just turn stupid, no common sense over
Look,
these.
I see folks arguing. Hold up a second. I see folks saying crazy shit. I got the link pinned. You ain't got to stay down there saying some crazy shit. Also, I'm not understanding dark skin Amber Heard. It says in quotation marks, "You can't have friends." If you want to click the link, we can explain that part to you, because I'm not understanding, the context of that question. I don't know what
It's a quote. Did somebody say that?
I think she meant when you was talking about when you having a ring on attracts more dusties, and like that's one of the questions that they were asking. You can't have friends.
Oh,
okay. There it is. That's why
that's
I always
what
ask for context. You got to get that context.
I was like, that's what I think you just saw the comment late, but I'm pretty sure that's what she meant. At least that's what I saw.
DZ, are people arguing in your chat? Is that what's going on?
Somebody it's a troll down there, I think, because they're blocking them, so the comment isn't coming through up here on StreamYards. So that's why I asked Dark Skin about the context of what she was saying, because all the comments don't come up, and I don't want to jump down nobody's damn throat when they don't deserve that shit.
Because something told me when you clicked it up, I was like, oh man. She was like, you talking shit. I was like, oh no, she was just saying that's one of the things they be saying.
See, but check it out. Earlier in this same live stream, we was talking about you can't have black male friends. So think about that question now. I thought she was saying you can't have black male friends.
Okay,
so
now I get it.
That's why I was asking her what she meant. So
okay. Well,
but
I don't know. Now, she could have meant that. Now, I don't know.
But dark skin, if you want to get up here, the link is there, because I got a little time today.
Anybody in the back? Because I'm ready for some smoke. I'm drinking. Anybody in the back?
Oh, DZ, I was scared when I saw your stalker back here talking.
No, he'll be all right.
That's what I was like, because I never seen him like that. I was like, he's still back here?
Yeah.
Weirdo.
They all come and then they all go. As far as people being in the back, it's a bunch of cowards clicking, right? And then they disappear really quick. I had let one up here and they just jumped right back the fuck off. I guess they wanted to see if the link worked. Well, the link works, right? I got my goddamn smoke matches. Okay, and I'm ready to go if you want some more goddamn smoke. While we wait for motherfuckers to get the balls and the cliticular fortitude to click the link, did y'all notice something that happened this past week? Y'all, they tried to pull another fast one on you, and I've been getting inboxes about it. Let's go ahead and check that out while we wait for the assholes to finally figure out how to use StreamYards, okay? So, RIP to those babies in Texas. Let me say that first. RIP to those babies in Texas. Okay? There was some more shit going on that nobody mentioned. Okay? So this is two parts. Watch this.
Breaking news update now. Chicago police holding a roll call downtown at Chicago and State, the site of last night's mass shooting.
Oops. Oops. Y'all better know that they need you guys to mule. Y'all, this particular report here, believe it or not, did not name the shooter because he's part of the protected class. He's a black male. When I tell y'all they're a protected class, I mean just that. They're going to tell you everything that happened, but they're not going to tell you who did it. But I did
I
my
mean,
research. I did
yeah,
my research and I found him. Okay. Y'all saw that there was a mass shooting. Let's keep going.
Shooting. You can see more than 24 officers lining up in the street for the roll call tonight. Also tonight, new video of the shooting that left 2 people dead and 7 others hurt. The city reeling after one of the most dangerous nights this year. New video circulating on social media shows a new perspective of the horrific mass shooting that took 2 lives at Chicago and State. The video is blurry, but it shows what happened as more than 24 bullets are blasted into a crowd of people. Some hide behind the bus stop for cover. Others are seen hurt lying on the sidewalk nearby.
Rapid gunfire, rapid gunfire.
We now know the 2 men killed, 31-year-old Anthony Allen and...
Where y'all at? I thought y'all cared about the men's and the black boys. It doesn't fit your narrative, so you won't say that, right? I thought I was crystal clear. Tiffany crystal clear. I'm the wrong one. Okay? Your sons are doing this shit every single goddamn motherfucking day. Do you hear me? Email somebody else. Forget about Divested Zealot and email someone that cares. Please. This particular goddamn newscast didn't mention who it was. Let's go to who it was.
Yeah, and the judge calling the shooting a massacre. Prosecutors say that Sanders admitted to pulling the trigger before running down into the subway. That's where prosecutors say he then gave the gun over to Abram, who then began trying to escape from police. The shooting now leaving a mother in grief.
I wish she was still here. I never in a million years thought I'd get a phone call like that. Never.
That's a lie. Y'all, that's a lie. When you hear these women say, I never thought this would happen in a million years, that's a fucking lie.
Well, can I say something right quick, DZ?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I need the bitch who did the live stream that was blaming divestors for that other mass shooting. I need to see that bitch in my office immediately. I need to see that bitch stat. The bitch that did that live and blamed it on divestors, because is this the part where we need to blame you mammies for shit like this?
Hey, preach to the choir, god damn it. Somebody gonna hey mammies, black love, yoni egg, are y'all gonna do it? Are y'all gonna take blame for this?
Yeah, I need to see them bitches in my office.
DZ, where's Tina Knowles?
I don't know, probably somewhere putting on some House of Dairy on. I don't know where that witch face bitch at. Now watch the lie, y'all. Watch the lie real quick. She said she never thought in a million years that this would happen in Chicago. Now watch how she double talk.
Ever.
It's a pain no parent
It's just hard.
should ever endure.
And it hurts so bad. No mother should ever have to bury her child.
And despite Sharice Allen moving out of Chicago to raise her youngest son,
it was just
she left Chicago. Why? Because she didn't want her youngest son fucked up. So what happened to those million years? Nobody believes you. I'm good. Y'all don't email me with some shit that happened, because I can show you where your sons is doing that and more. And more every goddamn day. And we on Memorial Day weekend starting today. I can't wait to see y'all Tuesday. Tuesday gonna be a motherfucker around here, because I know what y'all niggas like to do on the long weekends. Y'all be taking each other off the planet quickly. Domestic violence gonna be high than a motherfucker. And then what you gonna say? That you gonna say I'm fat? You gonna say I ain't divested? You gonna say I'm crazy? You gonna say I'm extreme? You gonna say all that shit, but you ain't gonna talk about what I talk about. That's what you gonna do.
DZ, they be emailing you about
Man,
they tag her in all their videos. I be seeing DZ name tagged in all these random ass videos, and I don't even understand why.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, do they know what divesting means? That we don't care, we don't feel. So what's the point of them? Like, we not BLM. So what they gonna tell you for?
Can somebody answer me why this didn't make national news? Just wondering, because it was a mass shooting. What was the difference between this one and the other ones that happened? It's because of who did it. Now, when the black community tells you that the media try to make them look like monsters, that's a lie. The media protects black men. Do you hear me? They protect black men. I got videos in the tuck, y'all, of them attacking every race of woman this past week alone. You're not going to be able to do me. You're not going to be able to do me, sir, ma'am. You're not going to be able to. Don't show me shit, because when I start showing you shit, you have a problem with it. And let's just say this. Let's level the playing field a little bit, shall we? Say, for instance, all men were dusty, no matter what the race is. So the score is even. You still lose because you don't own anything. You don't control anything. The resources are still over there with the powdered donut dusties. So if everybody's dusty, you still fucking lose because you can't cut nobody lights on. You can't cut nobody water on. You can't do any of that shit. You can't house people. You can't feed people. You can't educate people. So you still take an L. Miss me. God damn. Yes, go ahead.
I just want to say to your point what you said. It's Memorial Weekend. Memorial Weekend and Independence weekends, they are usually the most violent holidays in Blackistan. It's summertime, it's cookouts, the red Solo cups are full of cheap liquor. You know how it goes. Black women, be careful. If you're going to engage in any type of activities this weekend in Blackistan, just be careful because it's that time of year.
That's a fact. Johnny, are you dusty? Johnny, are you dusty?
Yeah, I'm dusty.
Since it's smoke night, what the fuck does your dusty ass want?
Yeah, I'll just real quickly. I just want to figure out why you guys attribute everything that has ever happened to all white men.
I'm sorry, say that again because that question made no sense.
Okay, so let me say it one more time for your slow eyes.
Bitch, see, this is what I'm talking about. You back there, let me tell you something, Johnny. Your door sounds cheap. You sound like you got one of them doors that you can punch straight through. You sound broke. Anyway, since we going insult for insult, let's go, Johnny. Now
Let's go,
repeat your
Precious.
motherfucking self.
Let's go, Precious. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I'm very precious.
I can hear the double cheeseburgers in your throat. I can hear the double cheeseburgers, triple ice cream with extra chocolate all coming through your throat. Now, are you gonna let me talk or not?
You're not fixing to talk over me, not on my platform, pussy. That's a fact.
Pussy.
You're not, yes, pussy. You're
That
not
was that's what your daddy was. That's what your husband is.
On my goddamn
That's what your husband is.
You and that cheap ass
That's
door,
what your husband is. If there's
your
actually a
motherfucking ass ain't
husband
gonna
there
never
to
be
do
nothing.
it.
And I hope
You
this Memorial Day
nasty fat
weekend, you
bitch.
motherfucking die,
You
bitch.
old.
Child, please.
You
Get
old.
the fuck out.
Oh my
Y'all,
God.
let me get my goddamn
That's a
flip flop.
queen,
Oh,
y'all.
pussy ass nigga. Fuck wrong with
This
you.
is Sparta!
Now go suck a dick, because that's what you plan on doing this weekend. I'm sure of it with your raggedy, funky ass. That cheap ass door. The goddamn door was squeaking and squealing. Talking about, that's probably your motherfucking mama house, you raggedy son of a bitch.
They always come with the most elementary childish ass shit. It's always you're ugly, you're fat, you're this. And it's like, bitch, let me know when you can use more than 3 to 5 letter words.
Yes, because that's
Right.
what got me dead. I was like, I heard the same lines in 4th grade.
And they always go to Precious as if Gabourey Sidibe isn't living her best life.
Exactly.
Best
That's
divested life. I'll be a fucking Gabourey any day.
Gabby just married a fine ass white man.
Right.
Yeah, that was definitely a queen. That had to be a queen because y'all heard the zestiness. That was a queen.
I heard that cheap ass door that needs some oil on it. You know, it says rental property all over it.
That's
says
that Section 8 squeak,
Yes.
DV. That's that Section 8 squeak.
The one where you got to lift the door up a little bit to close it all the way. I know exactly what that is. And the reason he was closing that door behind him because he didn't want his mammy to hear him back here talking like that. Because that ain't his house. You can't cuss in your house. You had to close that door to call me a bitch. Pussy, get the fuck out of here. I can't stand niggas.
Ain't
Y'all
that
are
real
so
close?
corny.
You realize he got real close to the phone, like he was whispering.
You precious, precious. I can hear the cheeseburger. Get the fuck out of here.
He was whispering, yelling. He knew that the woman
Let
in her
them
house
tell
was paying no bills.
everybody is fat. I mean, I swear to God, what does your weight have to do with anything that has been discussed on this panel? That's how you know they be grasping at straws. That's literally the best that they could come up with. If they not attacking what they think your weight is, then they're calling you all kind of other stupid shit. And it's like, boy, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And it's like you talking to women, bitch. I can run 4 to 5 miles around your ass, period. You're gonna be tired after that first mile. I run 4 5 miles daily. Fuck you talking about? That shit is too motherfucking easy.
He better open that door because his mama gonna run out of neck bones. I know that's what she making this weekend, some neck bone soup. And because you don't have any money or a job, you're gonna have to eat with your mom. So you better open that door back up and go in there and tell her, mama, I was just on the phone with my friend, and get you a scoop of them neck bones, nigga. I already know what's going on there.
That queen was mad because you have a white husband. That's why he really upset.
Anybody else in the back? Because y'all get my blood pressure up. Before I take my medicine, anybody else in the back?
I don't see nobody back there. They motherfucking know better. God damn it. It's not that type of party over here. I don't want to have a conversation with you. You're gonna kiss the entirety of our ass, starting with the left cheek, then to the right. And then while you're at it, open up the goddamn slit, you stupid motherfucker. I don't have conversations with Dusties. You don't own anything. Okay. Back in the day in this country, you had to own land to even vote. So listen, you can't tell me anything. You can't tell me anything.
Can we bring that rule back? Can we bring back if you don't own land, you can't even have internet? These niggas would never be online. I own land. I'm good.
We're not gonna have to worry about them in a minute because I guarantee you they are well on their way to becoming a permanent underclass. They won't be a problem for Black women much longer. I promise you.
No, because the mammies are gonna buy land for them.
Shit,
they already doing it.
Well, shit, by the time all this shit is over with, the way they have they wagons hitched to niggas, they ain't gonna have nothing themselves. The breadwinning ass bitches. Why y'all won't come get y'all men? You know, since you love them so goddamn much.
They'll beat his ass. They'll get their ass.
Oh, I forgot mammies. The mammies. I swear to God, if it weren't for them, we could really get. I can't even finish that sentence.
Progress.
Child, they ain't going no goddamn where.
Our lives will be so much easier without the what did Kyra call it? The Black Kevious Melius. Yeah, our lives. If the mammies would just fall back, but we know them bitches ain't gonna do it.
The Pakistanis.
If the mammies would fall back, the trash would take out the trash. I keep saying that, but they won't. They won't.
It is what it is, y'all. Y'all already know what smoke night entails. These motherfuckers cannot come up with anything but straw man arguments, insults, or whatever. They have no point. They are the ones that commit the most crimes. They are the one that commit the most domestic violence. They are the most absentee fathers, and they're the most broke. So since you can't combat those stats, you're going to come up here and say stupid shit like what you said, Johnny boy, and tell your mama I said, what's up, bitch? Tell your mama I said, what's up?
Doing all that talking and giving an opportunity, they would lick the centerpiece of your fucking drawers.
Right. I feel sorry for her having to house something like that. Can't even enjoy her neck bone soup by her damn self. Make me sick.
She said, tell your mama I said, what's up? I like that shit. Like, tell the bitch I said what's happening. They keep forgetting we from the South. They keep forgetting we from the South on here.
Tell your mama I said, hey. Tell your mama them I said, hey.
Okay. I ain't even been able to show y'all this raggedy ass motherfucker that's shooting at folks. I done forgot this lying ass heifer was up here. Let's keep going.
Just getting ridiculous.
The violence she was trying to escape would claim the life of her oldest. Anthony Allen was one of 2 people killed in a mass shooting Thursday night on the near north side. The other man who died, one of Allen's best friends, Antonio Wade. Police say
Yes. just as ugly as you thought, right? Just as hideous and demonic as you thought.
Ew, it's mutated.
Y'all have never seen this man. How come? I mean, he just did the same shit that they claim non-black men do. So how didn't you see him? How is seeing him right now a surprise? Please tell me. I'll tell you why. Because they protect them. They do. I'm looking in the... Go ahead.
The same day those babies were massacred in Texas, a black man with an assault weapon tried to gain entry into a school in Tennessee. And it was two black women that wrestled him down and put the school on lock until the police got there. But no one is talking about it.
Listen, that's what it is, y'all. You heard the woman. She said there was another one. Okay? There will be more. Ladies, listen, y'all got to be careful this weekend. If you're still messing around with Dusties, it would behoove you to stop, right? But if you got a hard head, don't get a soft ass this weekend. Okay? That's really it. Let me check my comments and see if anybody's saying something. Anybody want some damn smoke? The motherfucking link is right there.
I'm looking at him. Y'all don't see the extra chromosomes? I see.
Yeah, he looks terrible. He looks terrible.
It's on the left side of that forehead.
To me, all black males look special needs, and that's no insult to any special needs people. But on the rare occasions where I see black men, they never look normal. They always look like they have something going on. I don't know. I don't see them enough. Maybe that's normal, but that's just in my experience. I think all of them have some stuff going on.
I agree.
I'm gonna have to borrow from Kyra again. You know what she said about the missing link. So
yeah, when I see them, y'all, if you look in their eyes, they don't even look like they have a soul. They're nothing
soulless.
there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's nothing there but emptiness and darkness. And the few times that they can be nice to you, please know that they're trying to get something from you. Okay. The one video I wanted to show y'all, I can't show you here. It's way too goddamn violent, and I have to be careful up here. It just is what it is. That's YouTube politics. But you mammies, y'all need to knock this shit off. Divestors are not your problem. We're not your problem. If somebody is murked this weekend, I can almost guarantee you it won't be by a divested woman. It won't be by even a black woman. It's going to be your sons, uncles, brothers, and fathers. So why y'all have a problem with us is just beyond me. We ain't your enemy. We agree. Yes, ma'am.
I think I might have an answer to that because it's a trickle. They know it's going to be a trickle down effect at one point. If a little, because everybody always watch what we doing. So if they see a small, like just 1-2% of us doing that, that's why they extra triggered about it.
No,
they don't know that the rest
Go ahead.
They don't know that eventually. Now, I don't think it's happening slowly. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But eventually it's going to be a trickle down effect, and all the other races of women going to also follow. It's not like they already know they trash, but it's going to cause a domino effect. That's what they're really mad about.
I don't think so because mammies give birth every day. Future mammies are already being birthed right now.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but it's just setting the seed, and then eventually, hopefully.
See, I must disagree with my sister DZ just ever so slightly right there when she says that we are not their enemies. See, for me, a mammy is my fucking enemy and I am hers, and I don't want anything to do with the bitch, and I don't want her near me. So I'm glad that line has finally been drawn between divestors and a lot of these other bitches, because I promise you, I'm not trying to be caught up with them in no kind of way. The same way they don't want any affiliation with divestors, I feel exactly the same way. And I think that's part of those hoes' problem, because they did not expect as many of us to fucking agree with that.
Oops.
See, no, there needs to be a separation. Fuck this dumb shit. If you are a friend to black men, our biggest predator, bitch, you are an enemy of mine. I promise.
Amen.
Honey, listen, they don't have to worry about me attacking them. Okay. They stay attacking us. Okay.
Yep.
I don't have time for it. Like I said, if you get your ass whooped this weekend, it's going to be by a Dusty. I can guarantee it. So you know what? Do your thing. You're not gonna divert your anger towards me though. You're not gonna pretend like this shit is not happening. And y'all, that pussy ass niggas Johnny, he's back in my goddamn back chat.
Bring him up.
Look, y'all can have him because I ain't with the shit. Oh Lord, his voice is goddamn. Did you get some neck bones, Johnny?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Aaliyah lipstick. Y'all want him because I've already dusted his ass off. I'm good.
What's the smoke, Johnny?
Ew, no.
What's the smoke, Johnny?
Hey,
Ew.
my whole smoke is y'all hoes is crazy.
Hold it. No,
That's what I
listen,
just
you don't
said.
get
Your
no
mama's a
mammy.
hoe,
The
That's what I
bitch.
bitch
just.
that
Okay,
Your
all
birthed
right,
you
mama's
is
a
all right.
the
hoe,
hoe.
bitch.
Okay,
The
Your
okay.
bitch
My
mama's
that
a
mama a hoe.
birthed
hoe.
I
you
got
is
you.
Why
the
I
are we
got you.
whore.
still
And
here?
she
I
Your
was
got you.
mama's a
All
hoe,
charging,
bitch.
right. Yeah, I got you.
$99 for
Make
them
Your
black
make
socks
mama's
that
sense.
a
was
Make
laying on
bitch.
the
sense.
corner.
Y'all haven't gotten out of Blacker Stand yet because
Child,
you're
get
a
the
hoe.
fuck
Why are
on
you
out of
here?
here. Because he is, oh, I almost said it. Y'all, that's what y'all dealing with. If y'all get fucked up, that's gonna be Johnny this weekend. It ain't gonna be Divestors. Divestors got too much other shit to do, and it's called living our goddamn life, staying away from Blackistan and not getting pregnant with bastards like you probably gonna do. What's this, May? Y'all be showing by
Mm.
Christmas. Guaranteed. You'll be showing
Damn.
by Christmas with your
Do you
stupid
remember
ass.
that song called Who's Johnny?
They, they are so obsessed with women that don't want them. It's like,
These
what
are
is up
Kevin
with that?
Samuel's audience, child. These are going to start getting these a lot more as Kevin Samuel's audience start to branch out because they don't have him anymore. So get ready.
It's like
They can
all these mammies out here that's doing all this stupid ass shit to get your attention, and you focusing on the 1-2% of black women who just don't like you,
There's
don't
a
want
bitch
you.
right now sitting on the yoni egg waiting for Johnny, and he over here.
Exactly. But his bitch ass is over here trying to
I
talk to us.
can't.
Oh, you bitches crazy.
Y'all
Y'all ain't
hoes
leaving.
is
Y'all
Y'all
ain't
ain't
left
crazy.
Black
leaving.
a stand. You see what he said, black women. Y'all ain't left Black a stand.
And
They
yeah,
don't
that's
believe you. They
exactly
don't believe you.
y'all bitches ain't going nowhere. Y'all ain't leaving. Fuck all that shit.
He
Bitch, you
sound like he
lying.
like gurgling jizz in his back throat. Y'all, I
Exactly.
don't
I was
trust none
like,
of these people.
He
ew.
I do
sound like
not
a
trust
pimp.
them.
Your hoes ain't leave me. I take care of you all.
No, that's why I said the hoe was his mammy and the trick was his daddy and she didn't even know his name.
Yeah,
And
they don't know
still
Exactly.
don't.
they don't know who his father is. They don't. They have no idea who his father is. Okay. And I'm sure he is state fed, EBT, WIC. I know the milk came from WIC, right? The housing came from the state. Johnny, you probably should divest as well because the white man been taking care of you for the longest. I'm sure of it. I know your mama better be grateful because she got her a thon that's sitting up here trying to argue with women on the weekend. Okay. They ain't got a motherfucking thing. I ain't got time for this shit. And he's still back there. Mammies, you better go ahead and get your boy. They give me all the attention, and maybe that's why you don't like me. That's a thought to think about. You can always lie and say you're divested, and they'll come and fuck with you, I guess. But it would behoove you to go ahead and divest for real. Y'all are remedial as fuck. I swear. Any more smoke? Cause I'm good with Johnny. Y'all good?
Easy, this live was lit as fuck. I'm gonna do a replay and laugh my ass.
Neck bone nibbling, Johnny mama. Johnny mama. Hey, Johnny. Johnny, check it out. I didn't even think about this. Go get your mom and tell her to come talk to us about you. Go get the adult in the house.
Yes. That's a good
Go
idea.
get let me see. Johnny, can you go get your mama?
No, I
Johnny.
can get
Go get your mama. I said get your mama, punk bitch.
Who
Your
is
raggedy ass.
Johnny?
Did he leave?
Shit, I'm fixing the motherfucking go to Discord,
Yeah,
okay?
tell him to put that bitch on the phone. Let us talk to
I
her.
want to talk to his
I want to
mother.
hear. I want to
Cause I
hear.
want to know why the fuck she didn't swallow that nigga ass. I want to know.
Yes. She
Get
needed
that
a
bitch on
hanger.
the phone.
Barbed wire hanger would have fixed that.
I can't. Let me move this from over here. It don't make no damn sense. I hope we've all learned a valuable lesson. Y'all have been with me for a couple of weeks here, and the Dusties come, and they are all the same. Hashtag all. You will not be able to find one that's going to suit your pleasures unless you want to go ahead and get your pH off. Those femininity classes don't work. Yes, I said it. Since you want to call Divestors crazy, I'm going to tell you the femininity coaching doesn't work. Neither does the hypergamy coaching. None of that shit is going to get you anywhere until you leave Blackistan first. Did you see that asterisk? Doing the shit that they said do is not going to help you until you leave Blackistan. They don't care what you got going on. You are only a sitting target if you stay. Period. I'm out of here, ladies. Love y'all to pieces.
Good night.
Night, night. Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you.